forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Yeah, Scott, this is me and Ryan and Kelly. We're here on your drive home. Just wanted to give you a call and let you know that we're missing you tonight, buddy. Hope whatever you're doing is way more fun than what we're doing. Probably not, though. So maybe next time. That guy.
So Mr. Scott could not be here, but we're here.
Yay!
It's your Drive Home Podcast. I'm your Drive Home Podcast host, Ryan. Got Tim and Kelly here.
What's up?
Not Kim and Kelly.
Kim and
Telly.
Telly.
Timberly.
Timberly playing the
That's their
playing
celebrity
the telly.
name.
There you
Timberly. Oh, I'm not a celeb.
And you're with us as well. Hope you guys are driving safe. Hope you guys are being safe. Go ahead and like and subscribe to this episode if you're watching on YouTube or Spotify. And we're here to hang out.
And we're not.
And we're not queer this time.
Thank you. I didn't want to say it.
That was so dumb. I don't even know why I put that in there. That was so dumb. we were. You know, that was when you were on last. Well, you weren't here, but you
on
calling in saved the episode. Because we were kind of like sitting here like, what are we talking about?
I listened to it. It was all right.
But it was like perfect timing. You called like right when we were talking about something, and then you called again. And that was my favorite part of that episode, actually. I loved that.
We just watched that one, and I was cracking up.
Yeah.
I loved it.
You know what my favorite part was? Play. Here is it. You got it queued up? You got to queue it up in post.
What part?
Fire in the hole!
Ah.
Fire in the hole!
Yeah, I'll put it in.
Oh, man, yeah. Yeah, well, honestly, that actually brings me to the point that I was going to tell you this before when I first got here, but I said I wanted to save it for the podcast. Just a little bit of feedback on that episode. Now, granted, I wanted to listen to Big Money.
Yeah,
because I know we talked about that on that episode. I was
Big
like, I'm going to go
Money.
back and listen to it.
Yeah.
Because Cooper was in, Jeremy was here.
Yeah.
Jeremy with a G. And Watson was here. Like, it was like the band and. But so I didn't get to listen to that, but like I wanted to let you know I really liked the fact that in post you went back and you added the things that we talked about and you actually made it really clean. It was good. You did a good job
thanks,
on
dude.
it. Yeah, it was good.
I try to make it as entertaining as humanly possible.
Yeah.
All things considered, I mean, this show.
I mean, because
Not the
the one
best,
thing
but-
I noticed was like, you know, we're watching ourselves here and
Yeah.
I mean, don't take offense to this because I don't. We're not a professional podcast, right? So like, when you look at this, when you're looking at the video, like, hey fam, how you
It looks
doing?
like shit.
Like we're in somebody's basement having a podcast, and that's exactly what we're doing. We're being real. This is who we are. This is what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
Like we're not in the studio. Like man, I've been watching Tony Hawk's podcast.
He has a podcast?
Oh man, dude!
Oh God, everyone.
The
has
only
a
reason
podcast.
why I
didn't
even
know
watched
that.
it was because of Andy Anderson. It's like the modern day Rodney Mullins. If anybody skater fans out there who know Rodney Mullins, like I'm telling you, go out look up videos of Andy Anderson. I've got so many skate videos on my YouTube algorithm. It's like I love it. And he is amazing. But he got me watching Tony Hawk's podcast, and it's something simple. You got some knickknacks on the wall, kind of like how Jeremy's was set up in his thing.
See, I got Pop-Tarts. I got a
But that's not on
McDonald's with
camera.
a W.
I mean, I am a Pop-Tart, but
I was thinking about that just this week. I was thinking about how I want to start getting. I was thinking about all the because I've moved a billion times in my life.
Yeah.
I've lived all over, and I've lost so many things like overseas that I've gotten. Like I've been to the Dominican. I've left so many awesome artifacts behind.
On purpose or accident?
Just being young and dumb.
I think that's
moving. I don't give.
Honestly, if I reflect clearly, I think that's actually one of the reasons why me and Ryan stopped talking for so many years was because he moved so far away.
I lived in.
Him and I could never hang out. It's like we would talk and text, but then like.
Dude, I ditched.
He's not my girlfriend. Like, how long am I going to keep texting and talking? Like,
I don't talk to like anyone from back in the day.
Dude, I don't have any friends that I text regularly. If I'm not seeing you and hanging out with you on a semi-regular basis,
Right.
I mean, no offense, but like I'm gonna kind of, I don't want to say forget about you, but my ADHD does not let me keep your.
Forget to check in.
Yeah.
Right.
I got lots of friends that are good dudes of mine that like I just haven't talked to in a long time. Like no hard feelings, but
yeah, it's just life, man. That's just
and I feel like that I think that was part of it because you live like 45 minutes easy.
It was an hour. I was in Niles, Ohio.
I would come over after work when I worked downtown main campus.
That's not too bad.
So that's like
right by the freeway. You get on 480 East right there.
So that was like 40 minutes there. But then on the way home it's an hour. But in the middle of the night because I'd stay till like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
You know that time that you came out and like you're out late and we did that Vine.
Yeah, we talked about it on the one.
So that Vine, Vine is no more. And,
I still have it.
But do you have that video?
Yeah, I could bring it up.
That would be awesome because I kept getting those videos by Vine showed to me on Facebook, like through Facebook memories. But then I would save it on Facebook and go back, gone. It's just like an error. And there's a thing called Wayback Machine. There's an app called Wayback. And
it's like my aunt uses it.
Well, the Wayback Machine's a website.
Yeah. Well, it's an app too.
So it's got a snapshot of the internet at certain times.
Yeah. But apparently you could find Vines in there if you search it I couldn't find mine.
So whenever I did Vine, I would always post them to Insta and formerly known as Twitter.
Yeah.
X, formerly known as Twitter. I don't know if that one's on there, but I remember going back and finding it. And if my Twitter account, X account, is worth anything, I probably have it, and I could probably bring it up real quick. Let's see.
Well, you don't.
Yeah, they say you can find it on Twitter too. I saw that too. I was digging for it because I wanted to put it on when you were playing. I was gonna play that Vine on that last episode, but whatever.
He's not on any of his social media sites anyways. He doesn't manage them. So
I used to post stuff to Twitter.
But when you came out that night, I just want to say real quick, you came out that night, like, that was... Why did I even bring that up? Because you came all the way... That's where I was living. I was, like, right by Youngstown.
Niles. You were in Niles.
Yeah, and I was trying
You lived in the city that Dave Grohl's from.
Dave Grohl Alley was in Warren. Grohl Alley, which, by the way, do we want to talk about him? He's all over the news right now.
Who?
Dave Grohl, man. You didn't hear?
Really?
No.
Cheated on his wife, has a kid coming from someone else. And,
what?
I've been there, done that. That's old news.
And he has a girlfriend outside of this other person he has a child with.
He's a rock star.
I mean, he's a rock star.
He's living the rock star life.
I look at it like, listen,
I mean, I'm not condoning it. I'm telling you right now, he's going to have a lot of headaches.
Look at.
But think of all the music that he's going to write coming out of all of this hardship. I haven't wrote one damn song out of all of my hardship.
Well, look at Nick Cannon and all these people are just having all these kids.
I'd rather not.
Well,
look at Nick Cannon. I'd rather not.
I'm just saying, like, compared to Dave Grohl, like, okay, he had one. I don't know if it was one. It was probably several acts of infidelity, but. I mean, you're going to crucify this guy. He had such a clean record.
Dave Grohl.
Like, he had such a nice guy persona, and it just sucks, you know?
What?
Are you going to be able to work the cameras or nah?
I don't want to turn that way. I'd rather unplug it and have it over here.
Let's see how much.
It's got like 49.
It's at 51. Yeah, it's on a fast charger, so give it a few minutes.
Okie dokie.
I hate how, no, anyways, I could get obsessed and really go down a hole with the looks of everything here, but I just wanted to do this, man. The more we do it, the better it gets. I had a guest on the other day. He was a little earlier. He was from Rochester, New York, and he was in town playing a gig, Brian Revels. And I hope I said his name right just now because we talked about it. Because he was saying how everyone gets his name wrong, his last name. Anyways, I was such a mess because he got here a little earlier than I was expecting, and I had nothing ready. I wasn't even home. Just now, I was like, dude, I'm not even home. I felt bad because he came so far. Well, he was coming this way either way, but like,
right.
I know he drove an extra 30 minutes or so to come here. And I'm just like, dude, like I'm not ready for you. And like I hauled ass, got here, got everything set up, and even like I didn't even have anything set split screen. So as we're talking, I'm like switching, like
Oh,
like,
going
it was
back
like,
and forth, yeah.
Oh my god, my brain was like mush by the time that was over. But it was a really short podcast.
Yeah.
It probably won't be out anytime soon, but
got too many going on.
Yeah, this one will be. Probably Halloween. I'm thinking it is Friday the 13th.
Yeah,
it
I
is.
I hate addressing it because it's not going to be out on
Somebody just
Friday the
brought
13th.
that to my
Yeah, right.
attention.
I thought about going live, but I was like, oh man, that's just another
headache.
Oh god, we got enough headaches down here. We just spent so much time getting things ready.
What are you doing over there?
Yeah, I was wondering.
I'm looking through my Insta and my
you're
ex,
trying to-
formerly known as Twitter, for that post.
You trying to find Vine? Oh, good luck.
And
man.
like, I have a
was-
bunch of Insta photos that I have of like the McGangbang, which is a double cheeseburger with a McChicken in the middle.
Oh, I remember. There was like a secret menu, and that was one of them. Yeah.
I have.
Oh, they still have secret menu item and everywhere, every restaurant I go to.
Do we have a close-up camera? I don't. We have the one that's next to her.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one thing that sucks about where you're at. There's no camera right there. Apparently, a lot of people just listen to this anyways.
Yeah, well.
A lot of people that I talk to.
I got to give it up for Joe
He
because
listens only. He doesn't watch.
Oh, really?
And what's funny is he'll ask me, like, I had this girl, Allie, on, and he's like, what does she look like? I'm like, dude, just turn it on. Just open your
go to
phone and look.
Go to YouTube, watch it.
I don't know if he's watching on Spotify or listening on Spotify, though. But he's listening to this as we speak, so.
All right. Hey, what's up?
You got a lot
But
of
he
stuff
is my-
queued up. Yeah, so here's this guy with hair.
Oh, my.
There's like a glare, but I do remember that. Yeah, I remember that photo. Oh man, I remember that photo. So what is this?
I was getting ready to go. This is my Insta.
This is your old.
This is my.
That's how old your Instagram photos are,
bro.
Like because I'd have to dig to find.
That, and then that's when McDonald's meets spaghetti. Oh, it was a cheeseburger with spaghetti.
Oh, what did you throw
so
that
good.
on there when you got home or something?
No, I was at work.
Oh, okay.
What is this?
This guy could eat spaghetti every day of his life.
Oh, it is great.
Oh, the caption says, "I wish I could capture the smell of this picture," and it's Goya octopus.
Ew.
Ew.
Wait, I gotta. What? It's like backwards and inverted.
So I got dude, yeah, I actually deleted my original Instagram. I don't have any of those photos anymore. It's a shame because I'll get like notifications. Hey, and I'm like, ah. I deleted my Instagram because I was dating someone at the time. We broke up, and I had a bunch of pictures of us on there, and I was like, I'm just gonna delete my Instagram. Like one of those emotional moments that I should not have done. Because now all those memories are gone.
We've all had those.
No, I got to leave pictures of my ex on all of my social media so that way Kelly has something to snoop and look at him when she goes.
I think you're gonna say "Remember Me" by.
I gotta.
Oh my God, no!
Oh God, where's she at? Or I gotta get the picture so everybody can see.
I think she is
What?
3. 3, yeah.
So that look she just gave me.
That camera's terrible, man. It's so like glitchy, and there was a moment on the birthday. I guess we'll just recap that episode. There was a moment on the birthday bash episode where you guys were, Jeremy was over there, you guys were over there, and like you guys were talking a long time, and the camera looks terrible, man. It just kept doing that. Yeah, it was like, oh man. And we were all drinking and stuff, so I didn't have the
have fun,
the energy to fix it. Probably just needs unplugged and reset, but that was fun. I just want to say, I don't know if you remember, my foot was hurting that night.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
So I was sitting here. I had just finished that project in front of my house. Mm-hmm. Well, I was almost half done with it.
You had all the gravel and stuff.
All the gravel in my driveway. Now it's done.
Yeah.
Well, I did all that. I cut the grass that afternoon. Came down
and you
here.
shaved. I seen it on camera.
I was so hot outside. I came down here. We were talking. We did that shot of bourbon or whatever, and instantaneously my left foot started to hurt, like really painful. Like I got stung by a bee or something.
Gout?
Gout. I had gout for 4 days.
Oh man.
I had gout. I had to call off.
Do you have a history of gout?
I do now.
That was your first time?
That was my first time.
Did you like go to the doctor?
I went to the doctor. They would not give me anything.
They diagnosed you. No, they can't. What are they going to give you?
Doesn't it? I mean, you
There's
just have
stuff
to
they can
elevate
give
your
you.
foot and rest and whatnot.
You just rest, put your foot up, ice it.
So like, I would
Stay
definitely make
away
an
from
alcoholic
meat.
joke here, but I know you don't drink. But it's probably because you're like your.
It's because of alcohol.
Your kidney. Yeah.
I guarantee you.
Yeah. Alcohol is what do they call that? Trigger. It's a trigger for gout.
So
and
is
sodium.
So is sweets.
Yeah.
So is everything that I eat. So
Surprised I don't have it.
I had to change my
Knock on
diet.
wood.
I got diabetes.
I had to change my diet completely. I was eating nothing
my
but
gosh.
chicken salad, like salads with
Yeah.
chicken
Still?
for days. Oh, not still.
Oh, I was
no
gonna
way.
say
That's
go make
over.
some dinner. I haven't eaten.
I
She made me a good salad before we left the house.
Well, I-
Let's
I-
go eat some chicken, bro.
oh, dude.
Speaking of, I love salads. A
Oh,
good
it was great in the
salad? Oh, man.
summertime. In the
Yeah.
in the winter, no.
I want some soup.
You can't find good lettuce in the winter. It's all like the freshest this time. Well, not now, but
Yeah,
this time
right.
of year is good for grapes. If you want grapes,
Yeah.
lots of good fat grapes, like those apple grapes. Oh man, I got a whole bunch.
Apple picking, strawberry picking. Like,
yeah,
this is
man.
the time.
So, I want some cider.
Cider.
Hello? Some hot cider.
Deepin is the best brand cider. out
Deep
there.
insider.
Yeah.
Deepin cider. That's the best. Deepin cider.
Oh, my God. There it is.
We actually went downtown for New Year's one year, me and the band. And Goofy Me actually asked the bartender, one of the places we stopped in, if they had any Deepin brand cider, because they had all these ciders. They had like 10 different ciders. Like, you guys got any Deepins? Deepin's like, nah, man, we're fresh out, dude. We ain't got no Deepins.
Fresh
I was like,
out of it.
Deepin cider? He's like, no, we ain't got that here, man. He's like, but you got this. I was like, okay.
Nah.
He didn't get it.
He didn't get it. Or you didn't care. Well, like, it's New Year's. Like, there's so many people.
Oh, if you're
Like,
working,
I don't even know how
someone
they.
drops
you
a
don't
joke.
care.
There was one thing that I didn't understand. How do they keep track of your tab? Like, because I didn't give
They
them.
don't.
I didn't give them a card at the one place we went, and there was like had to be, I don't know, 150, 200 people there. I mean, it was packed. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, it don't sound like a lot of people, but like in a small little venue on West 6 or something, I mean, it like when it's like shoulder to shoulder and you're like, hey, let me get a beer, you know? It's like, how did she know? Like, she don't remember my face. Like, whose tab are you putting that on? You know, it's like,
I played a show recently, and I didn't get any drinks, but I was like, we got there early. You know, band gets there way before anyone shows up. So right away, I ordered chicken wings. I got like a six chicken wings.
Yeah.
It was at that place in Cleveland, Brothers Lounge.
Oh, yeah.
And they were good wings.
Oh, that's right. You invited us out to that.
And the girl was like, the girl that took my order, she's like, oh, okay, yeah. I was like, okay, you want me to? I think I said, I'm going to start a tab, and she goes, okay, it's half off for the band. But then, like, she never took I had my card out. She never took it.
Yeah, right.
So I was like, all right. And I was there all night.
Like, you're either really good with faces or...
Well, I never paid. I left. I packed up and left at the end of the night, and I got those wings for free, I guess, because
Hey,
she
whatever.
didn't take my card.
Yeah, right.
I guess maybe she thought I already had a tab open.
maybe.
Maybe someone else paid for my wings.
I know.
Probably.
I
Could've
know a
been.
lot of those. So I know the couple dive spots that me and her go to. So
Yeah.
like their kiosk or whatever. I mean, it's just like going to a restaurant. Like what's the name? Tim, and they could put your name in there, and they run your tab on the system. They don't need your card.
Yeah.
But they still have to know faces. The good
Yeah,
thing about our
yeah.
places is
They
they
know
know who
us.
we are. I mean,
Exactly.
you've got
Okay.
regulars. But, like,
Yeah.
in a situation where you're just playing at a
And I'll never be
spot.
back there until we play again, if
right.
ever.
Like, you remember me from, 4 years ago?
Right.
No.
I actually, it was funny. I was playing at Musica out in Akron, and the bartender recognized me from high school. I didn't even recognize him, but he recognized me.
wow.
I must not have aged at all, but he looked way different. And he was like, "Oh," I was like, "You working here?" I was, "Yeah." I was like, surprised, like,
Yeah.
gotta be like 38. Gotta be like my age. You're working at a bar, but whatever.
Well,
Hey, I don't know the situation,
It
but
could just be a night job,
It could be. I don't know. I'm a
Yeah.
dick. I don't know. I always jump to conclusions like that.
Hey there,
It's a
low life.
jump
What's up?
To conclusions
Right.
idea. It's the
Yeah.
jump to conclusions, man.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well,
You-
I can't
is it-
find this Vine. I'm gonna have to spend some time on it later.
That's what I said, dude. I spent
think-
like a whole work day looking for it. I couldn't
I
find
think-
it. So good luck.
I know where I. So this is what happened, and I don't. And it might be lost for good. I have a new Twitter account. I shouldn't say new. It's newer. My original Twitter account.
X account.
It was Twitter at the time.
It's X now. But
Got hacked. Like it got compromised, and I had to make a new one. And I think I might have just I see a glitch and it's
yeah,
like
it
it's like
sucks.
No, I can't. I lost the
Oh, you lost the
gotta
thing.
Hit this little button right there. There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Unagi.
Yeah.
I know you guys get those.
But yeah, all the stuff that I had posted before, and I think that was all of my Vines were on that account. So if I would say that they probably deleted that account already. It's probably gone. Yeah. It's probably deleted somewhere in some cyber trash hole.
Well, we talked about when I had my old band over here, how dude, you think the internet's forever. Some of that stuff's on hard drives and just gets put storage somewhere. Like all of MySpace, all the photos we had on I can't even get into my MySpace.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
I don't even think I've ever tried.
I should try. Is there an app for that?
For MySpace?
Oh, probably not.
I doubt it.
MySpace. Space Hey Mobile.
Face Space.
Yeah, MySpace reference. Get.
It probably sucks.
X, formerly Twitter.
Well,
dude, I don't even remember what the icon was for MySpace.
What the?
But
well, I had
back and forth.
Mine was my email at sbcglobal.net, which is
he still uses AOL.
Well, SBC.
Oh yeah, that's my throwaway.
Well, AOL's still a thing, but that is not. The global.net is no longer a thing. So
when I'm setting up my charts for people, I come across the most random email addresses.
Really?
There are people that still use SBC Global, and I don't know if they're getting the emails or
probably not.
What?
Because I tried
resetting
my password that way, and it just went into nothing.
Yeah.
So I was just like, what do I do?
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time on this right now. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, ADHD.
I am gonna look in. I am interested. I am gonna check that out, MySpace thing.
Yeah.
Because I did have a MySpace. It's probably crap. I don't even know what the password is. I know it probably uses the same email.
Yeah.
I probably could guess the password, but it's probably been hacked because I know the password that I used has definitely been compromised.
I had.
There's a website you could type in your username and password on this website.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds fishy. But there's a website you could use that you could actually check to see if your credentials have been compromised and where it's been compromised.
And they probably use that website
for Twitter. That's how they got into my Twitter.
No, to
No.
steal your stuff.
I know. That's what I said.
That's
what I said. I know it sounds fishy, but it's actually that's what the website's there for. It's actually there's a secure way about it. I can't explain it to you right now, but.
Are you talking to your fans? Because you keep staring at.
I am. I'm just making sure that I don't look like you can see my boob sweat. See?
I feel like you're really. See, this is what I didn't want to get into, but I guess we can since we're. Look how tall I am, and look how short down in the screen you are. You know
That's
what I mean?
just the camera angle.
Yeah, it's the camera angle.
It just really. I feel like it should be even.
It sends the wrong message.
What
camera is that? This one right here.
Yeah, I feel like you should be the same size as me on that. You know what I mean? Maybe that helped. That is a lot better.
Yeah.
But now I can see your legs.
You can see right up my skirt.
Dude, I had Josh.
Don't do that.
You can't see anything, and he can. We're not live.
Please.
Ladies, if you want to know where where the goods are.
Hey, Spotify
it's in my wallet right here.
Spotify will allow it. YouTube will not.
What is this?
Don't
do that. No, don't do that.
No free feet.
Only fans.
No, they got to pay for those feet, baby.
Yeah, make them pay for that. I ain't making no money on this. Come
I got sandals on. You can't see these toes.
Yeah, they're sensitive.
Not that you want to, though.
Too hot for TV.
No one wants
too hot
to see.
for Timmy.
No one wants to see your talons.
Too hot for Timmy.
Dude, his freaking toenails.
What do we have to talk about that?
Your on
toenails?
feet.
My
his
toenails.
They're like bird claws.
Dude, my toes are so long, my sock got stuck in the nail. I had to
Okay, I have to defend
carefully-
myself here. Am I allowed to defend myself here?
Please.
Yeah, sure.
Is this the platform to do so?
This is a safe space.
No, it's
Tim.
not. This is going out to the millions, to the masses.
But it is
to all
not,
of our millions
it's not
of viewers.
winter, though, I will say that.
So
in the summer, I try to take care of it.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Exactly. So, here's the thing. I've always had,
He hurt me with it today.
that was on purpose. So I have really hard fingernails, hard toenails. I guess they're healthy, I guess.
Me too.
Right?
Hey, yeah, that's healthy. I mean...
So we had music practice for church last night. We've been doing it on Thursday nights because of football and stuff. And I'm playing guitar on Sunday for one song. There's this one song we do, and I always play guitar for it.
Is it the
Yeah,
slow
Gratitude.
song?
Gratitude.
Oh, it's
Yeah, you're not
so
gonna be there.
good.
So I haven't played guitar in like a week. I haven't clipped my nails in like a week. So I'm like, oh man, dude, my fingernails are so long. Like it's like it hurts. Like have you ever like played guitar and you haven't clipped your fingernails in a while? Like it's like it's
and you
worse.
don't think about it until you go to play.
And then like you get this like little notch in your finger where the string is like rubbed, like it's like sawed a divot into your finger. Oh man, it's like it's a weird feeling. Guitar players know what I'm talking about. So
that's when you don't play for a long time. And
so my toenails are the same way. My toenails don't grow nearly as fast as my fingernails. I can clip my fingernails once a week.
You know, when he plays the guitar with his toes, he gets that little divot.
Nah.
Divot. Anyways. Yeah, like wintertime, dude, like if I'm not wearing flip-flops to like where I'm like showing off my toes.
Yeah.
Because I wear the thonged flip-flops, like, you know, like all 90s kids do. Not these slides, not these.
Those hurt, man. Those thongs.
They
hurt my foot, man.
I don't know. I enjoy it, but
I like my slides.
even if I clip my toenails, if I clip my toenails, dude, they still have this like jagged edge. Like they'll still cut you. Like they're still. Like you still like you look
I'll
at
cut
like,
a bitch.
Like dude, I just cut my toes. Look how long your nails are. Like dude, I just cut. I literally just cut them before I came out tonight. What are you talking about? Like, and they still look long. Like I can't do anything about it. That's just the way my.
Well, there's like
grow.
something that grows like skin that grows underneath and meets like your nail.
Yeah,
and you can't cut that.
And I have. And if I cut it any short, I've done it trying to go. I've cut it trying to go short.
Yeah.
Because I get so much crap for my long toenails.
Yeah.
But like, you know.
Oh my God, my cousin used to
if I don't
her
cut
nails.
If I go too long, dude, they really do. Like,
yeah.
Like when I hold my foot up and you could see light coming through, it's like, dude, you're such a zaddy. Like, get out of here.
I had a girl at the gym one time tell me I have nice toes. I was in the sauna.
I've never had anybody tell me that.
And this girl was like, "You got nice toes." She was a black girl.
What do you got on now?
I was like, "Thank you."
What do you got on right now?
You got
I got these on, these Toms.
I've never had anybody ever tell me I had nice toes, ever.
That was a compliment. I mean, I had no shirt on and I felt gross. And she was like, "You got nice toes." Thanks.
All right, cool.
I have no shame, so I don't care. Like, I mean, I try to keep them, especially if I'm going naked like this with flip flops. I try to keep them cut because it does look gross when you got these like those old like witch doctor toenails where they're like so long and start curling under. Like they're gross. Like I don't want
talons, man.
Talons. Yeah, that's been the joke my entire life. I got toe talons.
Yeah, my cousin used to bite her fingernails down to like they were like half what your fingernail's supposed to be. She would cut them or bite them so low. It looked like it hurt. Like, stop doing that.
Did you ever bite your nails?
I bite my nails every week. Still,
we did talk about that.
I
never could. I never did understand that. I do.
All my nails. These are all from biting them.
Yeah.
I number one, I don't know how to bite my nails. Number two, if I could, I would be so grossed out because
all the crud and stuff.
I touch things and do things with my fingernails.
See, I don't do
like
anything.
Today. I had a like today. I dug out. Like
Ryan, you got nice nails.
I got nice nails.
Like here's a gross story that I had to do with my fingernails today. After
who says they don't know how to bite their nails?
I don't.
Like, that is a weird.
I was always told never to do it. I never did it. I never learned how, and I don't want to learn how. But like for instance, like today, there's a gross thing I had to do with my fingernails. I think it's been like 2 months.
Oh my God.
It's been about 2 months.
No, it's been so long.
And again, shame on us as dog parents, okay? But I did not realize until today, my dog was sitting on my lap. And she yawned, and I seen the roof of her mouth. Listen, wait. This is how I noticed it. I didn't even tell you this. She yawned, and I seen the roof of her mouth. She had this like brown stripe going from like one back molar to another on the roof of her mouth. I'm like, that does not look
like,
natural.
Horizontal, not
like,
vertical.
Oh, that's weird.
It was like almost if you had like, I don't know what camera we're looking at, but like a stripe that
looked like a like a I don't know, like a bridge that you would put.
Wrong one. So like, oh, right there it is. No, I had it 10. So like, here.
Yeah, I think that's what dogs have.
Right.
No.
So my dogs do have different color.
When they do that flip top head.
They do have different color, whatever, underneath the roof of their mouth.
Yeah.
But I see, I'm like, wait a minute, something ain't right here, and and she's not one to sit still. I opened her mouth up, put my finger in there, and there was something stuck And I was like, babe, there's something stuck in Dottie's mouth. She's like, I told you
I
about
told
that.
him
I was like,
months ago
and I
thought something was in there,
and I
and
said-
he said, "You get it out then.
And I
I'm
s-
not helping you." I said, "She doesn't sit still. She is a tough dog."
I thought she had like a sore or something in her mouth. I didn't. Again, shame on me for not taking the time to understanding and listening. I was just like, don't worry about it. She's a dog. It'll heal. It'll take care of itself. Like I'm not worried about it. You know. Like
and
if-
for these 2 months or 3 months or however long,
her breath has
her
smelled like
breath
straight
is rank.
poop.
Yeah.
Poop. Like
Rank.
it smelled like dog poop.
Yeah.
I opened her mouth up. I had to stick my fingernail to pull this thing out. It was a corn dog stick that she got a hold of from Ben and must have ate the stick.
It was
Must have
lodged.
like when nobody was looking because that's what she does, and ate the stick and must have bit off the ends. Something died.
Yes.
Camera died.
Ah.
Bit off the ends and it was stuck between her teeth like a retainer. Dude, I pulled this thing out. I looked at it, and like the crud that was on the top of it, that was up against the roof of her mouth. I literally gagged. I had tears in my eyes. I almost threw up. It was so gross. It was so gross, dude.
But
And-
like instantly
Oh, my
when
gosh.
it came out, no more bad breath. That's what stunk. And I just gave her the biggest hug. I'm like, that has got to be one of the biggest reliefs.
That's
So-
scary. Because
so-
what if you choked? She would have choked, or
That dog has eaten.
bro.
No, that dog has eaten a full chicken bone.
We have been on red alert so many times with this dog
Oh,
because of
God.
things that she's eaten. When she was a puppy, well, I shouldn't say a puppy. She was still a puppy, I guess.
She was a puppy.
Few months old. She ate a whole chicken wing,
It came out whole.
and it came out whole.
Oh, are you kidding?
Dude, listen,
Uh-uh.
she ate a whole chicken wing. We freaked out because you're not supposed to give dog bones.
Especially not a chicken, but I mean,
Yeah,
not
well, you're
anything,
supposed
but
to
a
give
chicken
you're
bone,
supposed to give chicken bones because they splinter. And so, thankfully, she didn't chew it. Of all things, she
no.
swallowed
She
it whole.
swallows everything whole.
But like, dude, we went online. We actually, I think we called the vet, and I think we had actually tried to find some home remedy, and like we ended up giving her. You're supposed to water down hydrogen peroxide.
No, that wasn't for the chicken bone. That was for medication.
Whatever. Either way, no, that was.
No, it was for medication.
Oh yeah.
She ate
well, she did that
someone's
too.
pills.
She did that too. She
And
ended up
That's
getting into
insane.
one of her medicines that was sitting on the counter. Like
I
it
googled
wasn't
like,
like
what
it
if your
wasn't-
dog eats Zoloft?
Oh, dude.
Right?
They said
Either way.
give them hydrogen peroxide, which they will not drink on their own,
Yeah.
and it'll force them to vomit. But I couldn't
She
even
never
get her to
threw
drink
up.
it.
She never. Well, I think she did. She never threw up.
I-
Because remember we took her over to my grandma's house, and my nan's like, "Did you bring that dog over here to come
No,
throw up in the
I-
backyard?" Yeah, she did. Yeah, we did.
No, I brought her
Nah.
to my mom's house. What are you thinking of? No, you're wrong.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
We took Dottie over to my my dad's
I'm
backyard.
gonna put-
It was the same day.
Nope, I'm going to put money on this, and
Okay.
I'm going to verify it with my mom.
Sure. You did take over your mom and dad's house, and then you brought over Nana's. After you left your mom's, you brought over Nana's house. And we were in the backyard. We were playing cornhole and playing with the ring toss game. It doesn't matter. The whole purpose of the side story was I do things with my fingernails, and I'm not biting my fingernails because I would not want to bite that crap off my off
Oh my
off
God.
my fingernail. But yeah, man. I've
That's gross.
I've went close.
Yeah.
I even on my guitar hand, my index finger, the skin under my nail there, it's not rounded. It actually comes to a little bit of a point, a little bit. I don't know if you can see that for the camera. It's not rounded. It's like a little bit of a point. So like if I cut too close on the very front of it, dude, it'll start bleeding. And if I go right to playing guitar, it's like the strings. It's just like right under my nail. It's
Oh,
like
that's
it's like the
worse.
strings just live under under my cuticle. My nail. Oh, that's not the cuticle, but the wick. The wick is what my grandmother used to call it.
The wick?
You cut too close to the wick is what she'd say. The wick. I don't know what it's called.
It's called a
Everything's
quick.
all
The
screwed
quick.
up now, but
The quick. Yeah.
I had to reset all the cameras. Thank you for that story.
Well,
The
Yeah.
whole time you're talking, I
Some
was like,
gross story.
Zachary
that is
used
gross.
Zachary used to bite his nails when he was little, and I was looking up remedies on how to stop kids from biting their nails.
Yeah.
Well, they have they've got like this really nasty nail polish stuff that you put on their nails, and it's supposed to prevent them from going. They're like, oh, it tastes bad. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
No, he'd bite it anyways. So I ended up putting like really hot sauce on his fingernails. That kid fucking. Oh my God, he would eat
ate
it
the
to
hot sauce.
spite me. I'm like,
Really?
what is wrong with you? Like, no, he still bites his nails.
I actually-
It's like the
I actually invited him on the show tonight.
Who's that? Your
Zachary,
son?
you haven't met him.
The oldest.
So is he your son?
He's
Her
mine.
son,
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
And I invited him. I was like, hey, man, I was like, listen, me and your mom, because he gets bummed out when we leave him at home by himself. He's 15 now. He just turned 15 in August.
But like he never wants to do anything.
But he
You
gets,
know?
he gets bummed out when we leave him at home and we go have adult time.
Yeah.
But it's like some of the places we go, like we don't always go out to the bar. A lot of times when we go out and leave, we're either here or my
Right.
buddy's house or over my dad's house or we go over my buddy Sean's house or a LAN party or something.
Speaking
So
of the LAN party.
It's coming up.
Yeah, I got the
Did
notification
you?
today.
All right. Yeah, November 2nd.
I already-
It's coming up.
I already said yes.
Very
already
good.
put it in the calendar. I'll
Very
be
good.
there, man.
Very good.
Now that I have this to do.
You should have invited him to the clam bake if it wasn't too late. Is it too late? They have a clam bake next weekend.
Oh yeah.
Do you eat clams?
No.
Oh.
Never
They
had
have.
one.
They don't have. They have other things in Clan. You got like
Oh,
shrimp,
like beef brisket,
chicken.
shrimp, all kinds
Oh,
of
that
stuff.
sounds
smoked
great.
brisket.
Yeah.
They have tons of other food.
Oh,
If you,
I'll eat that.
come on, it's not too late.
Clams?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't have to eat, you don't. Have, you can get a
I've only had a
non-clam.
clam once. I wasn't a fan. Never mind.
He has turned me
bad
on
news.
to so many different things except for oysters.
Oh,
I
yeah.
cannot eat an oyster. It's
Oyster.
a
I've never had
huge.
those either.
It's
no.
a huge booger.
It's like
It's a
snot
booger
in a
food,
shell,
yeah.
but it's
It
so
is
good.
so
Lemon,
gross.
with the hot sauce, and slurp it down. Tua. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
Disgusting.
Anyways, all I
Oh.
was gonna say is a good thing he didn't come because I totally would have ratted him out. Dude, Zachary not only chewed his fingernails. I when he was younger, I used to see him chew his toenails, man.
I have a picture.
Wow.
I have
This
a
dude would
picture.
bring his foot up to his mouth and chew his. He would bite his toe. Like,
Wow.
I have a-
no!
I have a picture.
Don't do that.
I have a picture of him
Don't
doing
do
it.
that. That's
Stop talking.
nasty.
My God.
Someone talk.
Don't do that.
Like no one talking. No, that back to the dog. I had a dog and he had really bad breath too, and we gave him these like dog bone things. These
Like
Yeah.
the little freshies or something.
man, it was like a miracle. It went. He had like 2 of them, and it was gone.
We had like some kind of stuff you put in the water,
Yeah,
and our dog he wouldn't. And this is before we
won't
had
drink it.
Dottie. This is before we had
Mm.
Dottie. He wouldn't drink it.
yeah.
You had to put like a cap full, but then at that point it doesn't even help. But he wouldn't drink it because it smelled funny.
Yeah.
He'll drink beer. He'll drink Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
I had one of these.
He'll
before I
drink
came
beer.
over.
That's so funny.
I mean, I don't give him a whole beer. I like put a little
Let's
bit.
get the beer. Let's get the dog drunk. Reminds me
Well,
of
I had
Billy
one of
Mad-
these
Billy
before I
Madison.
left the house. It's a ruby red margarita in a teeny tiny
Ah.
little bottle. And dude, Dottie loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
I had some Christmas ale,
Yeah.
and
This early?
no, this was
No, a couple years ago.
I was
no,
gonna say.
no.
Maybe
this was-
last year.
No, this was just no. This
Just recently?
No.
It was pumpkin. It was pumpkin spice.
Ugh.
No, it was
Yep,
okay.
right?
So
He's one of those basic
I don't-
bitches.
I am, no, listen. I don't drink a lot of beer anymore. And there was one weekend there. I went to the gas station. I was like, let me do something different. And it was. I want to say it was a pumpkin spice. It was like a Christmas ale, but it was pumpkin. It was a pumpkin ale, pumpkin spice ale. And I tried it, and it was like I think it was a Boston Lager, maybe. I don't know, or maybe it was Great Dog. It doesn't matter. I had it. I cracked it open. And I was like just drinking it in the living room, and my dog, she smelled it, dude. She was like trying to lick my mouth out and everything, dude. And so I gave her just a little bit to taste it, and there was like what I have left in this. I gave that to her.
Sorry.
Dude,
Didn't that just
she-
turn off?
It did.
Yeah.
She absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
Like, my dog's a lush, man. You can't take her out. You can't dress her up and take her anywhere, man. She will rack up a
takes after
tab.
her mama.
She will drink a tab up so fast.
That's funny.
But so yeah, we were. I've been watching a lot of movies lately, and I got like I know you're on Plex. I'm not. I just realized you could be friends with people on Plex, so you can kind of see what they're
Really?
watching. Yeah, I was gonna look you up.
I get emails on what Sean's watching.
the
for
only
whatever
friend on
reason.
the only friend I have on Plex is Sean.
And he's watching a lot of
You could
Drew
turn that
Carey
off, by the
show.
way. You could turn that off, by the way.
It's in my Gmail that I never check, and I open Gmail. I'm like, oh,
Well, you could go into your profile settings on Plex.
Yeah.
I just recently updated some of my settings because I was getting annoyed with my dad watching shows, and then my
then
dad
that's like-
or her dad watching movies off my watch list,
Yeah.
and then they fall off my watch list, and I went back to go watch it, and it's not there.
Yeah, where'd it go?
So I turned it off to where it won't remove things off the watch list after you watch them. But yeah, I had Idiocracy on there for the longest time.
Oh, yeah, let's talk
I
about
want
it.
to cue that up.
Oh my god.
Dude, so I don't know if we talked about this before. I've seen bits and pieces of the movie over the years, but I've never watched it in its entirety. Like, I've never watched the entire movie. So, like, I felt like I was missing out on a lot of funny jokes. And then, like, especially now that...
I can't remember any of it. And I watched
Oh
it.
my God,
Good,
go
that-
back
that's
and
the
watch
best.
it.
That's the best. When, like, you're a movie that you know you've watched, but you can't remember it.
Yeah, because
That-
it'll be like a
that's-
new movie to me.
Because,
I mean,
like,
I-
yeah, because, like, you love it. You know you enjoy this movie, so why not watch it? You never
Well,
seen-
I don't know.
seen it
I don't
all the time.
remember any of it. I can't
Yeah.
recall one thing of other than the
It's
kid that
so
played
good.
Lip is in it from Shameless.
Phil,
Whatever
oh,
his name is, he's
Oh my
in.
God,
he's
what is
also
his-
in
Jeremy White.
Yes.
That-
I don't
remember
think
that.
he's in that movie. He's not
It
in
might be a different movie you're thinking of.
Idiocracy.
Dude.
Idiocracy.
But like the movie Seven, I know how that movie ends. I know how that movie is, but like it's on my watch list. I just refuse to watch it because like it hasn't been long enough. I'm letting it marinate in my watch list. I watched Fight Club for the first time in a long time. That's another great movie where it's like, man, I haven't seen this in so long. I love watching these old movies that I haven't seen in a long time because I don't remember what happens. Just watch
like,
Reservoir Dogs.
His problem with watching movies on Plex is he'll watch one movie on his watch list. He's like, oh, well, this one was by Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, do you do this?
And then he'll scroll down and see other movies by Quentin Tarantino. And he'll go through
So you never actually watch what you
all
wanted to watch.
of them. No, his watch list will just get bigger and bigger, and he'll get on an Arnold Schwarzenegger kick and watch all the Terminators. Then
yeah,
he'll get
my
on...
my watch list. I feel like I can watch it whenever, but that time never comes.
I watched
Ever.
So we were watching Bob's Burgers, and they made a reference to
The movie with
movie
Arnold
with,
and Jamie Lee Curtis. True
Lies.
True Lies. Yeah.
So they made an inference to it, or a reference to it, and I haven't seen the movie in so long.
Oh, I've
so
never
I had
seen it.
never seen it. It's a good movie.
So I went on and I watched it,
Hmm.
and it was a great movie. And now it's an Arnold movie, so then I started watching all the Terminators.
What else has Arnold been in?
So then,
yeah.
so then I watched all the Terminators. I put Predator on my watch list.
Twins.
Kindergarten Cop. I mean,
Kindergarten Cop.
we-
She hasn't seen that.
You ever see
I've-
Junior, where he was pregnant?
Oh, long.
I remember
time
seeing it in
ago.
theaters
That's probably
when I was a
such
kid.
That's
Long time
probably
ago.
such a controversial movie now.
Oh, now Pregnant Man.
Let's
That was the
watch it.
'90s too.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of theaters, and this is just so off topic. Not really. Do you remember what the first movie you saw in theaters was?
It was either Adam's Family, or I think it was Adam's Family.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
I was so young. I thought I was actually in their house. I remember
really?
being so creeped out.
Oh,
And I saw
wow.
and that scene where it was Adam's Family Values, the second one.
Okay.
And the baby's like riding his tricycle through the halls.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that. It's like the first scene of the
It's
movie.
been so long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's something like
Vaguely.
that. Because they had the baby, I think, at the end of the first one, and then the second one, he was like a toddler or something
Yeah.
like that. So, like in that movie, I was so young when we went to go see that movie. I thought I was actually in their house, in the Addams Family house, and then
Oh,
I
wow.
remember something weird where we all left out the emergency exit. So I'm gonna have to ask my parents what
Hmm.
happened.
Huh.
I remember leaving out. We went
only
through
left out of there
a
one
weird
time.
exit that was by the screen.
yeah. I've left out of that exit once before too, but I think only
Weird.
one time.
Huh.
I don't think it was any terrorist thing or anything.
Yeah,
I think it
right.
was just
Yeah.
for whatever.
I'm laughing, but it's not funny because
might
that's a
have been-
real thing now. But
It
like,
happens, dude.
when we were that age, that wasn't
That
it
wasn't
wasn't
a
happening,
thing, dude.
back then,
But
but,
now
like,
it's-
dude, yeah, I do remember that. I do remember that.
My very first movie was The Little Mermaid. My grandpa took me.
I was about to say
Wow.
Little Mermaid, and I actually
Was it really?
I looked it up. It came out in 1989, so I don't want to. So when I was a kid,
Yeah, I was so young, dude.
I would have been 2 years old, maybe not even. So maybe not. It might not have been Little Mermaid, but I know I watched that movie a crap ton because of my cousin, and I had the hugest crush on Ariel. Oh man, redheads with seashells. I'm in. Let's go.
Oh God, my cartoon
That's
crush
not my
was
type, but that was. Oh man, she just made me feel a certain way every time she'd start singing.
my cartoon crush was Aladdin. Oh, I loved him.
If it was, it was definitely a Disney movie. It was probably Lion King. I know I went and seen Lion King in theaters. I'd have to ask my grandmother what the first movie she might remember what the first.
I remember
movie
seeing
was
Lion
she took.
King because I remember my cousin Gina cried, and me and my cousin Chris were laughing at her. She's like, "Shut up, you guys! Shut up!" It was during when his dad died, and we were like laughing that she was crying at a cartoon.
God.
Dude,
Oh.
Babbitt's had the soundtrack on cassette tape. We used to listen to it in the car.
Oh yeah, it had all the Elton John,
Yeah.
and it was a good
Oh.
soundtrack, man.
It was a good soundtrack.
Elton John and
Hey,
who else? There's somebody else.
I did a recording with a church at Superior Avenue Studios downtown, and they have the board, this actual soundboard that recorded Beauty and the Beast that they
Wow.
use. Like they have the actual.
nice.
They don't use any of it.
Yeah.
They use like the first 2 channels and that's it.
Sure.
But they had that board there. It was pretty cool.
Did I send you? I think I did.
The Idiocracy thing.
No, well, yeah, that.
Because we got off of that.
No, I'm coming back to that. But did I send you the? It was a YouTube short of when they recorded Foo Fighters Everlong, and they had the female vocals in the back. I remember sending it to you.
Maybe.
I remember I was like telling you a bunch of crap about it. Like you never did respond. Like
There was a guitar video you sent
it
me.
was. So
Was that it? Was that it?
I sent you a lot of different
It was
stuff.
a lot of them.
I think it was they were, if I remember correctly, it was they were sitting in a studio.
Yeah.
And they were listening on a cell phone.
Okay.
No,
The way that they recorded it or something.
No,
something
it
like
was
that.
before cell phones. The guy that was doing the interview, he had some kind of software where they can isolate every single track.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming it's.
You're gonna get off on a really
I'm not.
weird
It's real
tangent.
quick. So
Don't
if
forget
you
Idiocracy.
go back to Everlong and listen to it, and
More
on,
Everlong.
I know, right, exactly. And this was like when I was trying to learn the song when I was
Yeah.
learning, and I've played it like 30 times in the last week, and then this song comes up on my shorts, on my YouTube shorts, and
My feet are cold.
yeah, it's fine.
There we go.
And there is, I don't know her name, but it was some singer at the time. Dave wanted a female vocalist on the chorus and on like the guitar part, and they recorded her through the phone, through the telephone. She was in Detroit or something,
Yeah.
recording, or somewhere in Michigan or something.
Yeah.
And they were in LA recording, and like
I knew it had
they
to do with a cell phone.
I did
Well,
see
it was
this.
a telephone, not a cell phone. It was a landline.
Oh, whatever.
Which the cell phone probably sounds a lot better than a landline nowadays.
No. Cell phone. Have you
Nowadays?
noticed? Have you noticed how it's hard to hear? Like I remember back in the day, I'd be on the phone with my girlfriend or whoever, and I'd be able to put my phone to like my stereo. I'm like, hey, listen to this song. You do that now, it just sounds.
You know why?
Yeah.
Well, the reason why is because there's a microphone on the back of your phone, on your iPhone, and it blocks out. So when you're on the phone,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a microphone on the back here. The little tiny hole there, that's
By
a
the
microphone
I didn't
by your
know
camera.
that.
So then that way, when you're on the phone, it hears the other noises in the room, and it noise cancels. It cancels out other voices and talking.
I figured there was some type of gate or
That's
something.
why.
Yeah.
That's why, because it's counteracting.
Because
So,
back in the day, that
Yep.
wasn't a thing.
And,
Yeah,
like,
you heard everything.
I did that when me and her did karaoke one night.
Mhm.
I was on Discord. I was like Discord video chatting my brother, because I was like, bro, we're having a good time. You should be here. And like I video chatted us singing, and he couldn't hear a word because it was just so loud. It just like the noise gate just canceled out all the background noise.
But yeah, I did see that video. I don't think it was from when you sending it to me, but I scrolling everything that feeds me. I'm pretty sure I.
So
saw
I
that.
watched the short, and unfortunately, that particular YouTube channel doesn't have like a link to the full length video. Bro, this channel had so many videos. Like they crank out videos all the time, and it's like a team of people that work on this channel. It's not like one person's YouTube channel. It's like a recording company. It's like how to record better, and like they do reviews on microphones and everything. You might actually enjoy checking it out with a lot of the recording stuff you have. But dude, I had to go through so many videos till I found the full length, like hour-and-a-half interview.
Yeah.
And I watched the whole thing. It was so good. It was so interesting.
Really?
Hearing about how they recorded the drums, how Dave re-recorded that whole album because of the drummer that they had. They couldn't find a drummer, and then he showed up and he recorded the drums twice, once in the studio and then once out in the barn. They had some kind of barn dude, it's weird. And then everything about Pat Smear and how like them playing guitar together. Like,
Did you ever watch Studio 666, the movie that they did?
No, but it's on Plex.
You need to watch it, dude.
It's on there.
It is not good, but there's this. It's funny because he's so obsessed with like the house that they move into, a bunch of murders happen because they all go. They don't move there. They're going to record an album in this house.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what Trent Reznor did.
Is it a fiction?
Oh yeah, it's all. It's
Okay.
yeah, it's not real. But Trent Reznor. This isn't fiction. He lived into the Sharon Tate house where they were murdered, and he recorded a
watched it.
lot of their music.
We were
yeah.
just talking about
Just-
Sharon
Really?
the other
Just
day.
watch
Yeah.
the Quentin Tarantino movie Once Upon a Time.
Oh
in
yeah, the
Hollywood.
fake one. Yeah.
Like-
what could have happened?
So I didn't know that.
Yeah,
And
it
she
was-
said she watched it, and like it was getting towards the end, and I had to go because I had to go take my kids to practice.
Yeah.
The last 20 minutes, like it all led up to
That scene.
to Charlie's goons. Charles Manson. I say Charlie like I know the guy. Charles
weird
Manson's
movie.
goons.
It was a weird
going up
movie.
the-
That's what I said.
It was, and it wasn't that weird. It was just it was a
There's
story.
so much feet in it. So much of Margot Robbie's feet and that other girl's feet and the girl
I
with
wouldn't
the
notice.
armpit hair and it was underage and Brad Pitt's driving. I mean, there was so many
Yeah.
weird things.
I just didn't like that it flip flopped back between
He
all
calls
the
that little
different
girl-
stories.
It's a Tarantino movie.
He calls that little girl pumpkin puss. I thought that was odd.
Yeah.
There's so many weird things. It's a Tarantino.
Like I was waiting for. I was waiting for the a version of the truth to come out of like what happened, and then they didn't. They didn't kill like.
Yeah, it was like, what
Brad
coulda
Pitt's
happened?
tripping balls on the acid dip cigarette, which
And
again
here
I've never done
we
acid,
go.
and I don't know enough about
yeah,
acid.
I don't know either.
I don't think you can smoke it like that. Can you? I don't know. I wish I never did look it up, and I don't really want to. I don't want my algorithm to be all checked. Can you smoke acid? Like that's what I want on my Google recent history. But anyways,
Can you smoke
I still
acid?
thought it was really interesting. Like the dog attack. Like he had that dog. Like I don't know. I thought it was cool. But yeah. So I was like the other day. I was like, man, I want to watch a movie, but I don't want to watch like a 2-hour Tarantino movie because I actually asked Sean to put on a bunch of others movie, Reservoir Dogs.
Dude, where's Wolverine and Deadpool?
You got to wait till it comes out on video before you can put it on.
Dude,
No, because
I
he's
feel like
put stuff.
It's
no.
been out for a while now.
It ain't out on video yet.
Neither
It
is a
came-
lot of this stuff on there.
He has put stuff up there that has
Twisters
just
was
been
on
released.
there
Only-
way before. Yeah.
That's out on video.
It's been on there for like a
No,
month.
it's been
man.
on
I
there for a
watched it,
while.
forever
But Twister's
ago.
been on video.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No,
Bro, I watched the movie and it was like the next day I seen an ad. It was like, watch it now on DVD and video or on Amazon
I saw it
Plex or
before I saw those
Amazon
ads.
Prime or something like that or something on like
Two
some other kind of
against
sign up.
You're covering for him. I
I'm
get
not.
it.
No, that's what he said. Like he does not put movies on there that are like legit bootlegs. Like he doesn't want movies on there where like people are standing up and walking around coughing. Like the ones where like people like got a video camera and they're videotaping the screen.
Well, yeah,
he
you
doesn't
don't
put
want
stuff
that.
like
That
he doesn't put
sucks.
stuff on there. But like if somebody has like a screen copy, like an actual legit copy of it, even before it goes to DVD or before streaming services, if they put it up, then yeah, he'll get it. But yeah, I didn't want to watch a 2 hour and a half movie, Tarantino movie. So I was like, let me put Idiocracy on. And man,
Idiot shoes.
I'm so glad I did. Everything that I've like heard about this movie, like even the Crocs.
Well, I just had a girl on. I did a podcast with a couple weeks ago, and she was like, mentioned this very thing. I was like, I've seen it, but I can't remember anything that happened in that movie at all.
Just know that
It is today's.
it's
world.
today's people.
Other than being completely covered in trash.
And
there's not like a-
how
the
so
people
though?
have
Like
gone
how
s-
is it
they're-
like? I guess I gotta
People
watch.
are
I got
just
this. I got a clip here I
dumb.
could play.
So this clip, for background information, this clip, again, I've never seen the movie, and this is the first time I've seen it, and I
What-
died. I stopped breathing. I had to rewind
Hey.
so many times. I was laughing so hard. Go ahead and play it.
Oh, nice.
I don't know how long.
Oh my God, it's the best clip ever.
I hear nothing in my headset.
Yeah.
Real easy. I'm not the smartest guy in the world. Okay? Okay, even if that were true, I can't be the Secretary of the Interior. You know?
Oh my
So-
God.
Some kind
So-
of mistake.
So they introduced that guy as the Secretary of Education, the guy who's
I'm
looking
not
down the barrel.
The smartest guy in the world.
He's like, what?
Okay? Okay, even if that were true, I can't be the Secretary of the Interior.
That's the Secretary of Education right there, bud. Looking
my
down the
God.
barrel
Wow.
of.
Oh my god.
And listen, and you can't hear the clip, but he actually pulls the trigger.
Does he really?
So when I recorded that for him, I sent you the clip too. So I recorded that on my phone, which is really neat. I used just the screen recording app that's already built into iPhone, and then I clipped it to where I cut off the end, so like you didn't see that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
I played it back to see how it sounded, if it was okay, and I heard click. He pulled the trigger, like he.
Oh wow.
Maybe he didn't, but I heard a click. It could be assumed that there was. Like, oh man,
he saw that, and I've never seen him laugh so hard.
like not in a long time. Not in a long time.
What year did that movie come out?
2002.
Early
I think?
2000s. Yeah.
Let's see. I have.
Could have swore
I
that
have it
what's
up.
his
I have it
name
up right here. It's already
Was
like,
in that movie. I could have swore.
Yeah,
Michael
I don't
Bolton was in
think
it.
so.
Didn't you see him?
No.
2006.
Yeah, I graduated
2006.
1 year before that.
I graduated. Yeah, 05. 05. Yeah, man, dude, it's such. Oh my gosh, it's such a funny movie.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it.
Please do.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
yeah. Well, listen. Here's the thing. If me and you become friends on Plex, we can watch it together.
Yeah.
You can go to it, and you could go to the playback options, and you could put watch together with friends. And
Oh, wow.
I wish I would have known about that when the Ghostbusters movie came out, because me and Sean, he's like, man, I wish we would have went to the movies and seen this because it was so good.
We did.
Me and you watched it. Yeah, it was great. I loved it. The not this most recent one, the one before the one that came out before it.
Oh.
But we watched it for the first time on Plex.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, I just watched it. It was so good. Like there was so many. Like, have you seen it? You've seen it, haven't you?
What are you talking about now? I've lost.
Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah.
Which
First one's good. Second one sucked. I didn't like it. Frozen Empire.
No, yeah, not the Frozen Empire. The one before it.
Yeah, that was good.
Afterlife.
So yeah, Afterlife.
You know what I love?
Thank you.
Know what I love about that? My dad watched Frozen Empire on Netflix, and he was very confused. And I said, "Well, it's because they didn't put the first movie on there. Why does Netflix do that? Like Netflix, I'm paying $33 a month for a family
plan.
plan.
Oh, for the family, yeah, that's why.
Because my parents,
Yeah.
we all share.
Because now that they changed it where you can't be streaming at the multiple streams,
And you're
Yeah.
not gonna put the first
That's-
movie.
Yeah.
You're just gonna put the second one.
so
Yeah.
I don't know if they
Like,
did
you know how
it-
many people did that?
I don't know if they did it with Ghostbusters, but I know that
They did.
Well, no.
something else.
With what I'm about to say, they probably had it on there
At some point, then took it off.
leading up to it, and then I remember like I've seen where like leaving Netflix soon.
I never
and,
saw
like,
it. I
and
was
they-
looking for
and
it.
they will advertise. I know Disney's doing this right now. They're
Yeah.
doing it for they did it for the
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus. We have.
I know what they
access-
didn't do.
but like the Alien movies, like they
Yeah.
have a new Alien movie that's out in theaters right now. And I'm a big Alien fan.
I saw that.
So,
I
like,
heard it's really good.
They've
Well, I
been
didn't see it, but
they've been advertising Romulus, I think it's called,
Yeah.
and like they've
Starts
been
with an
advertising,
R.
and it's probably dumb. It's probably stupid.
it's probably not good.
It's probably no, probably not. But I'm still gonna watch it. I'm a fanboy. I'm still gonna watch it. But they ended up creating a collection, Alien collection, and like you can like they like highlighted it, like it's on the homepage, like they were advertising it.
Wow.
So they may have had the first one on there, or maybe they just couldn't get the rights to it or the money to it. I don't know. Maybe.
You know what else is funny? Kind of related to streaming sites and everything. Another thing they do is they'll put the wrong media attached to the movie. So like Amazon Prime, they have a ton of movies on there.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a movie Life, and it had Jake Gyllenhaal, that space movie called Life. I hit play. The Eddie Murphy movie Life with him and Martin Lawrence, where they were doing life in prison. Somehow they mixed up the media.
This is on
Amazon Prime. And I'm not kidding. I am like, I exit out of it. And I go, oh, it's the picture of Jake Gyllenhaal in a
that's
space.
weird.
Yeah.
It was very weird because I
Yeah.
was like, I've never saw that movie. That looks pretty cool. I know I've seen Life. You know, it's a black comedy.
Just not
So
expecting it.
And I was like, whoa, this is But then I ended up watching that. That's a great movie with Eddie Murphy. You ever see that? Oh my
The
God!
one with
So
Eddie
they-
Murphy. It's
it's
been
like
a long time.
It's like a
I watched
comedy.
all his movies.
It's a
back in the day.
dramedy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they spend life in prison. They because of each other,
Mm-hmm.
and they hate each other. But then obviously they're best friends because somehow they're always in prison together, even when they move and everything. I think there was a time when they moved prisons and they see each other later in life or whatever. But I like that movie, and it comes together really well at the end. I don't want to spoil it if you're ever going to watch it, but
Right.
yeah,
If
no
he's got it on
spoilers on
Plex,
a
I'll put it on there.
20-year-old movie.
Yeah, but so I've been on this Tarantino kick,
Mhm.
and like I've also been getting a lot of like YouTube shorts on Tarantino. They were like showing interviews of like with like Jamie Foxx and DiCaprio and stuff, and like telling like some backstories to some of their movies. So like Inglourious Bastards, and then Django, and so like some of those movies I was like, I don't think I never seen those. Like I know Django's really good.
Oh, I saw
Django
that.
Unchained.
That's really racist.
Yeah, I heard.
But
I heard it's really racist, but I also heard it's a really good movie.
it's really good and it's done well and
Yeah.
it's amazing. I mean, Jamie Foxx is great in that.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx has kind of fallen off. He had like and I think he had a stroke or something recently, something like that, where he was like, I think he was playing pickleball or something, and
Oh my!
he had a stroke like a year ago. He's not been
Another
seen.
reason why I don't want to play pickleball.
I wanted to get into that, man, this summer, but I never did. It was huge.
So like I put all of the Tarantino movies that Sean had on Plex, and then I actually requested. He didn't have Inglourious Bastards or Django or Reservoir Dogs. Have you seen Reservoir Dogs?
No.
Reservoir Dogs came out like a year or two right before Pulp Fiction, and it kind of like the story is told in kind of the same way,
Yeah.
where like you're looking at the story from like every actor's point of view, and then like they kind of show you the end at the beginning, and then they show you like, and then the final ending. It's like, whoa, like
Yeah.
didn't see that coming, you know. But it was like, it's
Yeah.
just I really enjoy his way of telling the story, and not all of his movies are like that. I watched Death Proof.
That was good.
have
I
you-
saw that.
I've never seen the movie.
That's old.
And it was interesting. I put it on, and it was another one of those movies where like I started it, but I couldn't finish it. So like I watched, and I'm glad it was in two halves, because like I watched the first half and then I had to pause it, leave and go do some errands and come back and finish watching it. And man, it was so good. I was like, it was really slow.
It's really weird.
It is really weird, really slow.
I couldn't believe what was happening at the climax of the movie. I was like,
the middle climax or the very end.
oh,
of
I
the
mean,
climax?
not the climax, but I guess that because when that
there was
movie,
there was two climaxes because there was two stories.
well, it's true. It's a short movie too, so I guess I was thinking like, I guess the first occurrence with Kurt Russell, right? He's in that.
Yeah.
So the first occurrence where he shows up.
So
and,
spoiler alert: if you ever seen the movie, then skip ahead of from.
Yeah.
But like the kill scene when
At
he
the
runs.
end.
No, in the middle of the movie.
in the middle when he kills
The first set of girls.
Was that
they're
Rose
in the car.
McGowan? Or no, she's the one that lives, right? It's been years since I've seen that movie.
No.
Years.
The one, the car full of girls in the beginning of the movie.
He kills them.
He runs right into them with his Chevy Nova.
Right.
His death-proof car.
Yeah.
He's got the chick next to him in the kill box and dead that he killed, and then he like runs, lights off, pulls the light, turns the lights on right before he runs on the car, and then they replay the same clip like 5 times, showing all 5 or 4 times showing all 4 girls in the car dying and how they died instantaneously. Bro, the dude did a burnout on the girl's face in the back seat. Like I was like, what the? She went to bed and like she heard me. She's like, yeah, I heard you. I was like, oh my god, what the heck? Like what? Because it was such a slow movie. I thought he was gonna like just catch up to him and like murder them or something. You know?
Right.
I didn't think he was gonna like drive his car and like,
Yeah.
bro. I was
his movies
very gory very quickly. Like it was like slow and then boom, all the action all at once.
Well, did you see the part 2? They're usually like, was there a trailer after that for another movie called with the girl with the machine gun leg? Have you seen that movie?
Isn't that a different movie?
It's like a combo where he released both movies at the same time, Death Proof and then that movie, and I remember at the end of Death Proof there was like an ad, like a commercial. Coming soon, and it was
the movie, like in the.
It was in
credits?
the movie at the very end.
Was it in there?
It just was a hard.
Yeah,
it
I'm
didn't even
pretty
go to the
sure.
credits. It was like coming soon. It was like whoa, what's going on right now?
I thought
It was
so.
weird.
Now that I'm getting older, I've learned to appreciate the credits, and I actually let the credits roll most of the time, unless the app like.
Maybe Death Proof was the second installment, and the
Maybe.
first one was.
But I remember somebody talking about a girl. I thought that was a Rob Zombie movie.
No, that's also Quentin
Where
Tarantino.
the girl had like a
Bruce Willis is like a military guy.
had like a rocket launcher leg or a
And it
machine
was
gun leg. or
Rose
something.
McGowan had a machine gun leg, and she was just shooting people. Someone cuts her leg off. they attach this thing to her, and she's just running on.
So in the movie,
It's pretty crazy.
but it wasn't Rose McGowan. It was somebody else that lost their leg in that car
Maybe
scene.
it wasn't. Oh, in that movie. Okay,
In
so
that
that's
one.
what it was.
In that car scene, but they said that all
but
four
she
of them
died.
died. Oh, they said all four of them died. All the girls died in the cars. I don't know.
I don't know.
That's interesting though that you bring that up because if it's a Tarantino movie, I
Yeah.
probably have it because I
his
have the
movies
Hateful
are
Eight,
weird.
Kill Bill.
They're usually pretty gory.
Yeah,
You ever see
Yeah.
the Hateful Eight?
I had that on here. The Hateful Eight. So I've been watching them in order. Is what I did. I decided
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch all his movies in order. So the next movie up is Kill Bill Volume 1,
Okay.
and then Volume
Kill Bill's-
2.
Kill Bill is all great.
Tropic
The
Thunder is
name
not
of
a
the
Tarantino movie.
the name of the movie she's in with the gun leg is Planet Terror, and it
Planet
came out
Terror.
in 07.
Yep, it's a weird.
So it had to
name.
have come out after, right? 'Cause when did
Probably.
the other one come out? Do
I'm
you
trying
remember?
to think of other Tarantino movies.
Ben Stiller directed Tropic Thunder.
Oh yeah, he's in it.
Yeah, but he was the director of it. I did not know that. Anyways, yeah, I got Kill Bill coming up, and then
That's another movie you couldn't do
Oh,
today.
Death Proof came out in 07 too.
That's what I'm
so
saying. It was like a
that's-
combo.
Yeah, yeah.
Inglourious Bastards, Django Unchained.
Which he rewinded that movie. Rewinded.
Rewound.
Rewound.
Oh my
that doesn't sound right
God.
either, though. Rewound.
What in the world? I just had a-
Rewound? I don't know. That sounds weird.
Rewound.
Rewound.
Be
Roads.
kind.
Reeds.
Hey, if you
kind,
say it
rewind.
enough, it starts to sound like really.
What are these
weird.
reeds?
What is it? Swim, swam, swum.
Swimmingly. No, but he actually went back and rewatched what he had watched for me, and I watched the rest of whatever I fell asleep through.
I was
and
like, babe, you gotta watch this. You gotta see this.
I'm like, oh my god. Now I understand why I heard you scream. Oh my god!
Nah.
I was like, what in the world? This is
Yeah.
getting weirder and weirder.
trying to think.
Did you see Reservoir Dogs? Did you say
No.
Watch it.
I'll
It's
have
on
to watch
Plex. It's
that.
good.
That's
It's
I
worth
had,
it.
I
It's
had never
worth it.
seen it, but I liked it. It was good. I
It's
liked
good.
it.
I'll have to
It's a
check
good
that one
gangster
out.
movie. It's
And I
it's
like-
another gangster themed movie, but it's good.
I liked all
I'm
the
thinking
actors.
of
in
Alpha
it.
Dog. You see that with Justin Timberlake
I never saw that
and
one.
I don't think so.
Alpha Dog. There's a lot of movies that like came out in the early 2000s, and I was graduating around that time, and like,
Yeah.
and I
I
think
saw some
just
pretty
was-
weird movies because after high school, I got a job at
Oh yeah, that's
Hollywood
right.
Video. So I saw a bunch of like off-name movies.
Yeah. Well, these
I-
days
I
it's weird
loved
because
working in a
everyone
movie
gets
store.
their own algorithm of movies catered
Yeah.
to what. So it's like no one's watching the same shit anymore. I hate it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the reason. That's why I said I need to be friends with you on Plex.
Yeah.
So you
That
can
would
see
help.
you can see what I'm watching.
It's crazy.
you guys can call each other and watch it at the same time.
I'll tell you what I'm watching, but
Did you
you'll
just
think I'm a
say
weirdo. I watch a lot of weird stuff, man. I'm
If
trying
you
to
say
think.
The Bachelorette, I swear, Ryan.
No, I did watch the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders though.
Who doesn't?
That documentary. So at first I gotta
with
say,
the
like,
old, with the original.
I felt like a slime dog. Like all these girls are super hot, you know, and they're dancing and then like after a while they're all getting like cut and crying, and I'm crying with them. Like no,
Oh, God.
like,
Oh my
oh
God.
man. I'm
you know
so-
what? The last movie that I almost cried watching. Oh God, I told you guys.
He made us watch
movie?
Bicentennial Man. And
Oh, that's a
I-
great movie.
That will
I
always
did-
make that will make you cry every time.
Dude.
I didn't
Dude.
remember. Oh my God, I was bawling
Thank
my
you.
eyes out. I looked at him
That's
and I said,
such a sad
"Why do
movie,
you
dude.
always make me watch the shit that makes me like
with anything with Robin Williams
cry
is gonna
like
get
I'm?"
you.
Thank
Oh
you
my
for
God.
mentioning that movie. That is the movie I was trying to think of where I have not seen it in years, and I know I love it.
Yeah.
And like I haven't seen it so long, I actually forgot. I forgot a lot of the things.
Yeah,
that
you
happened in the
forget,
movie.
yeah.
And I was like, this is why I'm watching it because I forgot.
But when you
this movie.
watch it, it's like it was good at the time. But like, man, this was rough the way
Yeah.
they did it. Some of the scenes are like, man, they're just using like
Yeah.
props for the robot. Like when that girl robot shows
Yeah.
up, it looks so not like a robot.
Yeah.
I mean, it was all that was back in the day when it was all props. You weren't using. There's some early CGI in there, but it was mostly.
I watched Interstellar,
Oh, that's good
Recently-
too. That was
and-
insane.
and I told
I
her
don't-
I was like, babe, I think because me and her watched it
It's Matthew
together. the first
McConaughey,
time.
right?
yeah.
Me,
Yeah.
me and her watched it together the first time. I was like, babe, I must have been like half asleep or like like dozing off watching it.
Yeah.
I'd have to
'Cause
rewatch it because I don't remember.
I I actually watched it again, and I paid attention to everything that was happening because there's a lot happening.
Oh, it's a lot.
A
I missed a
lot of
lot.
details.
I guarantee you, I missed a
And
lot.
so I actually watched it, and like I would rewind it, like if I didn't understand, like wait a minute, I zoned out there, like.
But that's what I like about rewatching movies
Yeah.
is you do catch. Oh my God, I didn't
But,
see that the first
dude,
time.
Right.
I had a whole new appreciation for this movie, and this was the movie that I most recently almost cried at. I could have cried. I was about to, but then like as I was getting ready to tear up and start crying, like.
Don't do it.
No. I was like,
Stop.
no. I got to pay attention to what's happening because something else is happening in the movie, and like I'm not gonna.
You're gonna miss it.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
miss this
that's what
happening.
what happened
so
to
I,
me.
So I choked up, and I was like, okay, what's happening now? When he walks in, when Matthew McConaughey walks in and sees his like 100-year-old something daughter
yeah.
that he left when she was 10 years old,
Right.
and she's now in her deathbed with all her kids, grandkids, and great grandkids around her.
Is this a
And you're the
spoiler
youngest
alert?
person there.
And her dad walks in like
Still in his
still
40s or whatever.
hasn't aged a year. Not
Yeah.
even a year's went by
Yeah.
in his time. And it's like,
Insane.
man, that was so heart-wrenching. Like I wouldn't. You're never gonna ever experience that ever. But like trying to like just fathom for a second, like seeing my daughter on her deathbed with all her
Oh, it's-
grandkids and kids around her,
it's
like and how
fiction.
sad that would be.
Yeah.
Like and how heartwarming or how heartbreaking that would be.
So-
especially in his scenario, what he had to go through to come back to see her.
Explain.
Oh man,
I know that like so they were on this planet, and every minute that they were on there, it was what
it's
like,
called time dilation. So
See, you
when
paid attention. I didn't.
Yeah, well, I know about this because I'm a nerd, but it's called time dilation. So this is actually a real thing. If you had a watch and I had a watch and they were synced up, and then I took a rocket ship and I went out into space and I went really, 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 really fast. Actually, the closer to the speed of light that you go, the more effect it is. But they've actually tested this. Even just going really fast around the Earth, it actually happens. It's off by a few seconds. But he experienced it in a way where they went to a planet in another galaxy, far, far away,
Oh my God.
to where they were so close to a black hole that the
Okay. Well,
the gravitational
Yeah, I'm lost.
you bring a black
Okay.
hole into it, and I don't believe anything else.
The
but-
gravity from the black hole was so immense that on this planet that was orbiting the black hole,
Yeah.
they went down to see if one of the scientists that they sent there years ago, if it's a viable planet for them to live on. So when they went down there, every minute that they're on that planet, 7 years goes by.
7 years. Yeah.
The-
Like a dog.
Yeah. So even in the movie, like they left one guy on the spaceship orbiting the planet, right? And then three of them went down on the planet to go check everything out. Well, when they got back, they were only gone for maybe 20 minutes or so. But when they got back up to the planet, their calculations are wrong. It was actually like 15, 20 years or
Oh, it was
something like
more.
that. It was like 20 years went by or something like that. I forget how long it was. But they had, and then on that ship, they had video footage where on Earth they can send like a video recording and send it out in space, and then they would get the message. But they couldn't send it back because they couldn't get it through the black hole. But they could send messages in, but they couldn't send messages out. Is basically how it was set up. So he gets back on the ship. He was only gone for 20 minutes. Gets back on the ship, and now he's watching video of his kid, his son. His son has had kids. He's got grandkids now. He's seeing his like.
Yeah, that would be a mind blow.
Like it's like he
Dude.
was only been gone for not that long, and like he's like just weeping on the ship. He's like, I missed everything in my kid's life. I missed everything. And then there was one from his daughter who's like, this is me saying goodbye because you told me before you left that when I get back I might be the same age as you. Well, today's my birthday and now we are the same age as you were when you left. And
Yeah, I remember
and
that
he's
part.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah. So, but time dilation is a thing, but nobody, at least as far as I know, has experienced it in that kind of fashion. But still, it's still a mind blower, dude.
Dude,
Like,
you would probably just die from shock of everything. That's like too much for even a guy to process. Like,
Yep.
you would just be like, what?
That's why I started tearing up.
You
I'm
would-
like,
You would think that life isn't real. You would probably have a mental breakdown,
Yeah.
and your life would be ruined. I mean, obviously,
Like,
it's,
just
but
being
I mean,
able to comprehend how
well, look
much
at
did I miss.
you guys know about this Starliner or whatever that out these astronauts that went out there. They were supposed to be gone for a month and they've been stuck up there. Did you hear about that?
It's like Armageddon.
Yeah,
all
dude,
over
they've been
again.
stuck up there for months and they were only supposed to be up there for like a month. And yeah, imagine that you're just stuck up there.
I don't know about that. I'm gonna have to look up.
And
I
then
couldn't
more
handle that.
more stuff's happening where I don't know the name of it or anything. I hear this on Rover and stuff. They talk about this.
This is my downfall. I don't read the news.
Okay.
Did you know we had a presidential
That's right.
debate
I
the
get
other
all
night?
my news from that show. And
Did you know there was a debate the other night?
Oh yeah, I watched it.
Did you?
Oh dude, it's
Okay, so everywhere I hear now, I haven't seen it on Fox News,
I watched it on YouTube.
but the next morning, NBC
I
again.
stayed up for
It depends on what news station you're watching because they're all going to spin it in their own way. But like NBC was just dogging Trump so bad. And like and it's so funny because my grandparents watch Fox News and they just dog Kamala so bad.
Oh yeah,
And
well,
like it
depends
it's so,
on.
it's
Funny how
ridiculous.
if you ask Trump, he did 92% of whatever he won, and if you go to CNN, it says something the complete opposite.
Yeah.
And
No.
I personally feel like Trump lost, but
okay, that's what I was going to ask you.
I
I'm
mean,
not a real
big time.
I'm not. You watched the whole debate live?
I watched both debates.
There was two. I thought.
I mean, we're just
one.
watching the world burn at this point.
Yeah.
I just watched.
Idiocracy. We're going back.
Yeah.
Because-
Go back and watch Idiocracy. That's the third debate.
Yeah, because that's the fact. I talked about this on here, not with you guys, but it was on an episode I did with Joe Joyce. We were talking about a little politics stuff, and all I said was that the first debate when both of them came up, I just remember, and it also was highlighted out there. Remember when like Obama and Mitt Romney came out and shook hands, and they were actually nice, and they weren't.
It was supposed to, yeah.
And they didn't even do that. They just
Straight into it.
They were, at one point they were actually arguing about who has a better handicap with golf, him and Joe Biden.
Everything that I heard.
They
so,
were.
So you're talking about
handicap. I swear.
You're talking
That's
about
how-
the debate between Biden and Trump.
Well, I'm just saying I've watched both of them.
Because there was a
And I
debate
watched
between
the one-
Biden and Trump, right?
Yes.
I didn't watch that one.
I know. I figured.
I didn't-
If you didn't
I
watch
didn't-
this one, then yeah.
Well, I was actually interested in this one because I was at my grandparents' house right before it came on.
Yeah.
And they had Fox News on, and they were talking it up, and they were talking about each person's strategy.
Yeah.
And I was actually going to go home and try to like put it on for a little bit, just out of curiosity, not because I'm not a real political person, and if you ask me, I think it's all one big dog and pony show, really.
It is.
And then for the very fact of what you just said, what are they even debating?
Yeah, they're not. It's not a debate. It's an argument, and it's a reflection of what the world is, and that's all I can say about that.
From what I gathered, there was two big things that happened. Trump made a comment about some non-factual thing about immigrants coming in and eating dogs and cats. And
That was
stealing-
insane.
And that was insane. And like why he said that sounds like a Trump move. Just something
insane.
just to blow your mind. And like that sounds stupid and ridiculous, but whatever.
And say that at a debate.
Yeah.
To say that at a rally is one thing, but at a debate, why would you do that?
He's a kind of off the cuff guy too, anyways. You know, I mean that's how he is. That's how he's always been that way.
Stubborn.
Yeah.
And
but then,
I just can't believe that it's come to this.
And then the other thing that was a big that I also gathered was that Kamala really ticked him off and got him going
because she's a prosecutor.
and she was baiting him.
Yep.
And the thing that really got him was when she said, "Oh, everybody leaves your rallies because you always talk about boring things and your rallies are
They're
so
bored.
boring." Who cares?
Yeah.
Do you think I care? I'm going to vote for somebody because your rallies are boring? I would never go to a presidential rally because I think they're all boring.
But didn't Obama also say the exact opposite when he was like, "Oh, obsessed with crowd sizes"? So if Obama's saying Trump's obsessed with crowd sizes, why is she obsessed with crowd sizes? It's just very.
She invited all of her.
Oh, she did a good job
to go to a Trump rally to see how ridiculous it is and blah 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 blah.
All I can say is this. All I can say is this.
Who cares?
You're giving their strategy was put her in, and that was it was a good strategy because people she's not likable, but I think putting her in, like, oh man, that's not what I meant to say. it's just to get it together in a few months, so close to the election. Like just a few months, you got to change everything, get a running mate and everything.
Yeah. And that's what Fox News was like reporting. Oh, she's been in hiding for months preparing for this. Well,
And so is Joe.
She just found out that. Yeah, but she just found out she was running for president.
I know.
A few months ago.
You're only gonna give her a few months,
like-
and that's it's just.
And you got
so-
1 month. Well, it's a month from now.
I think it's ridiculous that every 4 years, you got to get someone new and change all the policies. By the time it's all straightened out, it's really not ever. It's never. In the 4 years, how much can you get done in 4 years? So you have all
Apparently,
these
you can
things-
destroy a lot from what other people say. From people who are from people who love having these political conversations, like my dad. My dad. Ask my dad. Ask my dad what could be done in 4 years. Oh my God. He talks so much crap about.
But I'm saying
I don't
about
wanna
like
get into
for the whole.
Every time he brings
the
it up, I'm
whole-
like, would you? I'm walking away. I'm done. I'm not hanging out. I'm leaving.
I'm trying to change the world in 4 years. That's not going to happen.
So let me ask you this, and I'm just curious, and it's not because I care, because I don't, and if you know me, you know I don't. But like, if you had to vote for either Kamala or Trump, would you? Or who are you voting for? Like, if you don't feel comfortable answering,
I
you don't have
will.
to.
I'm voting for Trump.
You're voting for Trump.
I've talked to, and I'll tell you why. I'm not voting for him. I'm voting for that side. I'm not voting.
Okay.
I'm not.
So you vote Republican no matter what.
Well, I'm a swing voter
Okay.
because I'm a millennial. So I voted for Obama. A lot of millennials voted for Obama.
I think Obama was the only president that I ever voted for since I had the
Really?
right to vote. Yeah.
Really?
Because I don't think I would. Because what year was it? It would have been 08. 08 was the election. Was the first presidential election that I was able to vote for, and I remember voting for Obama.
No way. You're the same age as me. We would have
No,
been.
because I
you
would have
didn't
been. I
vote for
turned 18
Bush?
in
or whoever.
I turned 18
Clinton?
in 05.
It would have been
See,
Bush.
I
That was
graduated in
Bush.
05. So I turned 18 in 05. I was a registered voter in 05. I remember registering to vote when I was still in high school, because they made you do that in
Yeah.
your senior year. You know, they really talked up about being a voter. Vote.
Yeah,
use
yeah,
your right.
yeah,
Use your
for
right.
sure,
You know,
yeah.
and I'm all for that. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, the first presidential election I was a part of was 08, which would have been Obama. Yeah, it would have been the first.
And that was the
vote.
first time you voted? You
For-
didn't vote
for
in
the
05?
president.
First and only.
for a presidential election.
So you just when you're in high school, you just didn't really care.
No. Well, I would vote for like my local things. Like I would
Yeah.
go to the booths and vote for my which
School levies and
You see,
Yeah.
I'm the opposite.
Which
I vote for the
I feel like I have
presidential,
more
and
of a-
I don't know all the local.
I feel
stuff.
like I have more
Yeah.
of a voice on my local
yeah,
voting
for sure,
things,
yeah.
and for like things that are happening in my community, and like
Yeah.
judges and councilmen and things like that.
They're all crooked.
I honestly and
All
and
of them.
listen,
It
I'm not
doesn't
trying
matter.
to spread my views to anybody else that's listening. Agree or disagree. But I really feel like I don't have much of a voice, and I know this is not what they teach in school, but I really don't feel like I have much of a voice in a presidential election. Like, and really, at the end of the day, if you're only giving me these two people to vote for, I really would rather not vote for either one of them. But the problem with that is from what people tell you, if you don't vote, then you're actually voting for the person that's already in office. I think.
Yeah,
I can't remember how that
something
works.
like that. It
forget.
stays
Makes
in.
sense.
Something like that. If you don't vote, then then technically you're voting for the person that's in office, because you're not trying to vote him out. So like, if you don't want Trump in the, that's what it
If
was.
that's true,
If-
then how?
so Trump was president,
Do they
and
keep
people
track
that I
of that?
said I'm not going to vote, and people who are trying to tell me like, no, you should vote, because if you don't vote,
I don't know.
if
if
you
that's
don't
true.
vote, then you're basically saying leave Trump there, like because you're not voting against him. So that means he's still there. So you need to vote against him. You need to vote for the other party in order.
I don't know
so,
if that's accurate.
And I don't know exactly.
That sounds.
Really
But even
is.
still,
that would be so hard.
That's like saying if you're not voting for him, you are voting for him.
exactly.
Like, it's so
It
weird.
is.
It's
because
throwing the vote away, because
Weird
either
concept.
way,
You're throwing a vote away because you're not voting for who was it? It was Clinton. It was. I can't remember her first
Clinton.
name.
I don't
Yeah.
even know who he wanted to get. That was when we were kids.
Mrs. Clinton.
Hillary.
Hillary Clinton. Thank you, Hillary.
Yeah.
It was Hillary and Trump.
I see
the
dead
first,
people
The
voting.
first. But And again, he wasn't president at the time, so I don't know.
And Trump. It was Trump versus Hillary.
Yeah, but
I voted for
I
Trump.
can't believe he's
and I'll
still
vote for him
around.
again.
and then when it was
10 years
when it was,
almost
and it
later,
was
he's
Trump and Biden. So when it was Trump and Biden, I really didn't want Biden to be president. But then again, like, as crazy as Trump is, I really don't want him to be president either. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
how you're tying my
pick the
you're
lesser of
tying
two
my
evils.
hands here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But Trump keeps things at a hot boil all the time. That's the problem.
That's the problem.
He can't keep it. But when he was president, he did too. But then he had COVID to deal with, but then like he's got a point. What he said during the debate, a lot of those leaders do respect him, and she was trying to say they don't respect him. Well, how come there was no war happening? But as soon as Uncle Joe comes in, the wars happen. Like, you know,
War was
like-
happening, but he pulled everybody out of Afghanistan.
And he
or
tried
that?
saying, that it would have never happened if I would have stayed president. Well, it would have eventually happened.
And that's
Now,
what- that was another sticking point NBC was bringing up.
yeah, it would have eventually
was that
happened, and he
he-
would have been gone.
Every time he would not say anything about Ukraine winning the war that he hoped Ukraine.
He kept it hush hush.
He would not talk
Like
about.
full-
But again, I didn't see it. But so basically, they're trying to spin it in a way that's saying that
It made
he's still in Putin's pocket or Putin's in his pocket, and he's
Yeah.
still supporting the Russians or whatever. But
all I can
again,
all I can say is we'll
I
see.
feel like I have no say in any of it.
I think it's
But-
gonna get really ugly. I think I don't even want to say some of the things I think,
No,
But-
nobody. Listen,
but it's gonna get really ugly.
I've said this before. I think I've said this before, maybe not on the podcast, but like, I'm pretty open with my beliefs and my religion and my faith. And I feel like I have come to a place in my life where I can share my faith without offending other people. And
Yeah.
if I still offend them, then I don't care at
Yeah.
that point because I'm not telling you that you have to believe what I believe. And if you're offended by what I'm saying,
I
then
need
that's
water.
then that's you. But when it comes to politics, for some reason, man, people, it's a totally different breed. Like if I say I'm voting for this one or that one, bro, I've had people like you like you're voting for Trump, right? Like you're like sure, like no, I don't know. I'm not
amazing
voting
how
at all. Like I was like, oh, you're gonna
That's
vote
not
for
to say
it's like it's like they
People
just
get
look at
so
you totally
angry
different.
about it.
The-
It didn't. You say one thing
Yeah.
about
As much
one
as I-
guy and the anger that it goes from one person to another, and then there's a
Well,
big
it's like
debate, and
it's like fire. It just grows. It's
horrible.
and that's what we saw during the pandemic with all
why I'd
the
rather not
riots.
talk about
was,
Yep.
Like people were just protesting, and then other people took advantage of it and started robbing and looting, and then next thing you know, 12, and they're setting the Justice Center on fire.
Right.
Man,
They
I
set
just
the.
were you there for that?
No, I was working.
Because that happened downtown too, didn't it?
It happened where I
our
work.
Our Justice Center.
It happened. They burned a cop car in front of the Justice Center, and then the booth. There's a booth that's for the judges' parking that I work a lot.
Yeah.
They had busted all the windows out of that and wrote 12.
What's 12?
I
District
don't
12?
know.
District 12?
I think that's what it is.
Hmm.
At first I thought it
downtown
was a
District
jury. I thought it meant 12 because it is the Justice Center.
Maybe. I
It
don't
could
know.
be jury. I don't know. But
I
yeah,
don't
it's
know.
you know what I actually saw at work the other day? I saw Sean's brother-in-law.
Dennis?
Yeah, he was there for jury duty.
Oh, was
I see people for jury duty all the time.
was he? Is he really? Because my buddy
He was like, hey, don't I know you? I was like, oh yeah,
my
what's
buddy
up?
my buddy Tony had jury duty last week.
Really?
Yeah, he was doing jury duty. He took a bunch of pictures while I was downtown.
I've only had jury duty once in my entire life, and I didn't get picked. I had to go for 3 days, sit while they picked their people. Still got paid my, $5 a day or whatever it was at the time.
Yep.
When I was younger, I actually wanted to do jury duty.
I told a
Like, I would
story on
love
it.
to
I
have
just
a
want to
six
be on a
example.
really
This
good
guy.
trial.
You probably don't know him. He's at the land party. He's a good friend of mine.
No. I've actually seen him on Facebook though, and suggested as a friend request. Because are you friends with him on Facebook?
I'm not. Not with
I
Or
haven't
maybe
accepted
Sean is.
Oh,
and that's
Sean
why
is. I haven't accepted a friend request at anybody in like 10 years, bro.
I know some
Like,
people like
legit.
that. my request has been pending, but they also never go on there.
I don't like anything. I don't comment anything. I might go on there and just scroll and look at videos, and I might like look to see if she posted something.
Yeah.
Because she usually posts stuff with me and her all the time, and I might go on there just to see if people are enjoying our
Facebook Live.
Our Facebook Live, yeah.
Because
it's usually her
regular
mom
life
that's commenting or posting on it.
Yeah, my mom comments on everything. Like, shout out to my mom. Like,
Yeah.
I'm the girl who always
on
has her
everything you post?
mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Well, listen,
God.
I know we started late, and
I know you want to get going over there. Yeah.
we actually have a poker night tonight. I haven't played poker in a while, so I'm hoping we might.
Yeah, dude, that's totally fine, man.
Might
Come out with
make a
a
little bit of
win.
money tonight.
Hey,
That'd
you
be
know
nice.
I've won.
Yeah,
multiple
I won
times
last time,
over there.
dude. I won.
No,
last.
you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
You wasn't there.
The last time when we were in his basement. Yeah.
I don't think you went the last time I played poker over there with him. We'll talk about this later. But yeah, man, I'm hoping we do good. But
Dude, I gotta say something real quick.
yeah.
I don't know if I should say this.
Well, anyways,
politics?
Okay.
What is
It's
it?
completely unrelated to what we were talking about, so I don't even know if I should get into it. Maybe another podcast. It's something kind of new. I'll
Stick a pin in it.
yeah, a pivot, something like that.
Pivot.
Pivot.
But bro, last week in September, man, if you're not busy, you should come to the Louder Than Life with
The
with
what?
us. Louder Than Life, man.
Oh, dude.
Me and Brandon are
Yeah.
going. I'm
I don't
working
know,
on trying
man.
to get her
I'm
to
not
come
really
with us.
into metal anymore. Like
So,
all those heavy metal, man. After a while, I get a headache. Like I can only, I like.
I just want to go for the experience.
so if you download the app, if you don't have to do anything, you just download the app and it gives you all this. You can actually click on. These are the headliners: Slayer, Motley Crue, Slipknot, Korn, Disturbed, Judas Priest, Five Finger Death Punch, Evanescence, Falling in Reverse, Breaking Benjamin.
I like two of those bands.
I like that. Motley
I don't know
Crue's
any
gonna be
Motley
there.
Crue. I
Really?
don't know.
Alien
no,
Ant Farm's
that's
gonna be
not
there.
my-
So these are bands that you probably know. I'm probably going to skip some that you don't know. Alien Ant Farm's going to be there.
Have you ever heard of 3-6 Mafia?
Who
yeah,
hasn't?
yeah, they're gonna be there. Oh wow,
They'll be there.
those guys gotta be
Who hasn't?
old.
Breaking Benjamin.
I don't know,
Chevelle's
sometimes
going to be
that's
there.
Not anyone's cup of
CKY,
tea.
Clutch. I don't know if you.
I
know
remember
Clutch is.
CKY. They were like pre-Jackass.
Yeah.
I remember watching that over Sean's house
Yeah.
with you.
Oh, there's
when we
like
were,
four.
kids,
it's on
dude.
Plex. There's like 3 or 4 videos.
Is it? I
Yeah,
remember
it's
I
so
saw
good.
it. I saw it on there. Yeah.
Disturbed.
This is not good warm.
Dropkick Murphys. Drowning Pool. Evanescence. Falling in
Didn't you say
Reverse.
Tap-
Filter.
Didn't you
is going to
say
be there.
Taproot?
I believe so. Five
we
Finger
brought
Death
up
Punch.
Taproot last time.
Um,
It's so funny. I was just editing that episode
No,
today.
unwritten. Was it Taproot or Unwritten Law?
Well, I'm going through the list, so let's see here.
Oh no.
I'm not reading all of them off. There's like over 150
There's
bands.
a ton.
Yeah, Judas Priest,
Got another thing.
Korn. I'm really excited to see. I've never seen them live. I'm
Korn?
excited. Yeah, I've never seen them. I'm excited to see them
Is
live.
Brian Welsh still in the band?
No, but he's got. But
He's
but,
not?
No, but his band's there.
He's not playing with
Uh,
Korn, but
What-
his
what is
band
it? It's
playing.
Head-
Head
it-
PE.
Head PE. Head PE is going to be there, so maybe he will be. I don't know.
He's in Head PE.
Yep.
Isn't that's his
listen
band?
to their songs and listen to the bass. Oh,
Head PE is Brian Head. It's his band, I believe. Yeah, Head PE. They're going to be there. Legendary SoCal artist Head PE have been breaking rules and going blah blah blah. Definitely stands opposite of Refused Characters or anything. Chaotic. 11th studio album? Maybe that's not him. Oh yeah, it is on their 11th studio album. Yeah, no, I don't know.
I have no idea.
Anyways, yeah. So yeah, they're gonna be there.
Can I just bring up something real quick? You mentioned
if you wanna bring it up.
the
Local H.
the shot.
yes.
I just want to talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
that real quick before
Yeah,
you
yeah,
guys go. I want to play this video first.
Mastodon's gonna be there. The Offspring. POD.
What was that? Oh,
My bottle. The Offspring and POD is gonna be there. Go ahead.
I saw the Offspring last year.
Have you seen POD? Power Man 5000.
This is when I had my band over a couple weeks ago, or a couple months ago, not weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how loud this is gonna be. Sorry.
Lizzo.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
It's called Lizzo.
And she reacted to it.
She did. She reacted to it, and she turned it into a positive thing. I don't know if it worked the way they wanted. I don't know what their intention.
Talking about the
was,
South
I didn't
Park
think it was
thing.
bad, but it did. Like,
Oh.
Lizzo
Yeah.
sounds like one of those drugs.
All of those drug names are just
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Why
I
would
don't
I
know.
ever take any of these
Right.
things?
There's
like,
there's been a few of them. They got like you don't pay attention to it, so you're doing whatever, and then you start realizing that there's a 20-minute list of all these symptoms that you could get, and I'm like, I don't know what they're trying to cure, but I don't want to take the medicine. I don't know when you can tear your taint. You got taint tearing as one of the side effects. I'm good.
That's not what it is.
Say, if you experience testicle explosion, call your doctor. What?
I love it. And then they're like, and also may cause death. And you're like, oh, well.
yeah, that's always the last one.
Because you're gonna want to kill yourself after that.
I actually watched
That was
that
a real
short.
idea.
I actually watched that short. I liked it. It was
Oh,
good.
thanks, man. I need to
did.
put those on YouTube, but that one was
I think
a
I
little
liked
over
it.
a
Like I'm
minute.
just saying, I pushed the like button. I think.
Awesome.
Helps every little.
I'm
bit
trying, man.
helps. So
I'm
listen.
trying.
So
anyways,
nothing
We
against.
talked about it.
Go ahead.
Nothing against the shot or anything.
Now specify what shot you're talking about.
And that real?
When either in that reel or
Okay.
in general.
So just the Ozempic and the let me bring this up.
Trulicity.
Yeah, the Ozempic and Wegovy and all those the weight loss drugs.
Yep.
Um.
Technically, diabetic medicine.
Okay, I didn't know that.
It's
It is targeted for Jardiance, Trulicity, Ozempic, and Mounjaro are all diabetic medicine.
Okay.
Wegovy is specifically for weight loss, but they also prescribe the other four for weight loss as a side effect of taking it. Oh, I've
Okay.
lost 40 pounds after taking them, blah, 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 blah. So they do target people that are trying to lose weight.
Right.
I mean,
Did you
For
guys?
sure.
Did you guys?
The ads and
Did
everything.
you guys get into the specifics of it? I didn't watch it. That's the one episode.
We
I didn't
talked.
watch.
We talked about. I think we brought. Why did we bring that up?
So, anyways,
South Park,
I think we were
Yeah.
talking about South Park.
So,
yeah, that's what
so
it
my
was.
doctor prescribed. What was the first?
I know people who are on this.
Ozempic.
I was on Ozempic for a while.
were you?
I was because I'm type 2 diabetes. I have type 2 adult onset
So
diabetes.
how long has this been around?
For a while now.
His A1C.
So- Yeah, my A1C was like 10
10
something.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah,
God.
it's still high because
Yeah.
I don't monitor it.
He stopped taking the medicine because the
Prescribed.
side effects were so bad.
So for me, well, I didn't know this,
Dude.
but they're supposed to titrate you, which what that means is you take a little bit at a time and then you increase the dose over time. I was taking the full dose right off the rip. And like the first few weeks, it was like hell, bro. It was so bad.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't eat, I couldn't swallow. And then after a while, my body started getting used to it. What it does is it slows the emptying of your stomach. So you eat
Right.
food and the food sits in your stomach.
You're
and
not
then
hungry.
it goes right into your small intestine. So usually for a diabetic, if you're eating anything sugary or like a lot of carbs, it goes into your small intestine. It hits your blood, your sugar skyrockets, whatever, right?
Mm.
So by slowing the emptying of your stomach, you stay fuller longer because you literally are. The food's in your stomach longer. But then also, it slowly goes into your low intestine. So like you don't have these spikes in glucose. You don't have these spikes in sugar.
Yeah.
Well, what I was experiencing was I would eat food. I would eat something, and if I didn't have something bubbly, like a bubbly or a LaCroix or something, like I actually started drinking those
Seltzer.
those seltzer waters to give me some carbonation to help kind of digest my
LaCroix,
food a little
yeah.
bit. Because I would get like a sour stomach. I would get like indigestion where I have like these sulfur burps where like if I burped at all, ever, like I would have to leave the room. Like it would be almost as bad as me farting. Like,
Yeah, I heard that.
So
yeah.
like
It's like a
my
fart out
burps
your-
were so
out your
it
mouth.
was.
So
Even my kids
Yeah.
were like, "Dad, did you
bad.
burp?" Like it was to the point where it's like, and like I mean, we burp all the time. Like if
Yeah.
you take it, you're like just like that's not offensive for somebody to burp. I mean, yeah, be rude.
But
about
this
it.
is right.
I'm
yeah.
talking like even a silent burp. It was straight sulfur. Like it
Mm.
smelled like rotten eggs. Like I would taste it. It would be in my nose. It was gross for me. And then
Yeah.
anybody in the room, there was no covering that up. I'd be at work and it'd be no covering it up. And like I stopped taking it when we were at a birthday party. It was the middle of the summer, and we ordered Antonio's. We had these JoJo fries, potatoes, and I had to step into because we had a bunch of people over. I had to step into the shed, like where my grandparents keep their refrigerator, to keep from choking in front of everybody. I couldn't swallow.
He would wake up in the middle of the night, spitting up. Is what we made fun of him because he's spitting up like a little kid, but he legit would have acid reflux or
Was it
bile
puke?
or something.
Well, no,
no, it wasn't puke. It was just like
I guess. I mean, it's stomach acid.
phlegm.
So
maybe?
like you have really bad heartburn, right? You have to take.
I take
Prilosec.
Nexium every day.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
just to
and if
nip
you
it
didn't,
in the
you'd have
Oh, if
heartburn.
I didn't, I would be the same way.
Have you ever woke up in the middle of the night and you choking on your
Before I took my med, that was why I started taking my meds.
I would have this every night. This is actually one of the reasons why I started sleeping downstairs in the living room
Sitting.
in a recliner. Because like if I sleep in the bed, I would
It's worse
wake
laying
dude, I
down.
would
You're
wake
flat.
up. I would think I was dead, dude.
You
And-
need a system like I have, man. I have that thing. You may have been seeing it
Yeah.
on. It's got the arm. It's got a big like candy cane body pillow. That's what I have upstairs in
Yeah.
my bed. I got.
I had to
whatever.
sleep sitting
I'm
up.
single. I don't care.
I had to
It
sleep
takes
sitting
up it's like a elderly person's pillow.
Hey, whatever works,
It's
man.
so comfortable. I love it, dude.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so I actually stopped taking it because it got to the point where I was like, I can't live with the side effects.
No.
But
Do you do the apple cider vinegar thing? I thought
don't do
about
any-
buying some
Taking
and
a
trying.
spoonful.
I don't
Every day.
have heartburn ever unless I'm like drinking, like
Dude.
like if I'm like White Claw. If I drink a lot of
Oh,
White Claw,
yeah.
that'll give
Oh.
me heartburn.
Yes.
Or like a lot of sugary drinks, it'll give me heartburn. But dude, I don't get. I drink. I eat spicy stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Man, whatever. The last time, I actually was at my grandmother's house, and I had it happen to me, and it was so bad. I was actually sick. This is actually when I got sick the last time. It wasn't related to me taking the medication, but I would experience the same thing all the time. I woke up. I woke up in the bathroom because like I slept walk. I got up and ran to the bathroom, choking, and like could not breathe.
I've been there.
It was to the point where I was yelling out like that night. I stayed the night at my grandmother's house. I was like, Nana, and she's sleeping. I was like, Nana, come here. Hey. Like, I just wanted her there because I was to the point I was choking so bad I thought I was gonna pass out and black out, and I didn't want to pass out and black out because I thought I was gonna die. Like I seriously thought I was gonna die from choking, and it was like
I think maybe if they would have upped your dose slowly, it wouldn't have been as.
it probably
bad.
wouldn't have been as bad. And then and I did tell my doctor about this, and then they gave me the Trulicity. The Trulicity.
No, they gave you Jardians.
Well, they gave me Jardians and something else. So the Jardians, this is where the whole taint tearing thing comes from. It's not. It doesn't tear your taint. So when you're diabetic, you urinate a lot, right? That's one of the signs. That's how you know you have. It's one of the symptoms of having diabetes is because your kidneys are overproducing to filter out the sugar. I'm going to talk fast because I know we're trying to wrap up. Your kidneys filter out the extra sugar in your blood, so
Right.
you pee a lot more, right? So the
Right.
Jardians, it actually induces that. So it makes you pee more. Is my dad calling? You want to take that? Talk to him for a second.
Well, I was gonna ask her,
But-
because that's why I brought it up.
But by peeing a lot, what I was going to say real quick, it could cause yeast infections because yeast
Oh wow.
yeast feeds off of sugar. And if you're peeing a lot and you got a lot of sugar around your dog and you don't
man.
clean yourself properly, you don't
Yeah.
wipe yourself or wash yourself properly, you can develop a yeast infection. And that actually happened to me with the Jardians the first week. And like I learned real quick. And so even to this I don't take it now. I haven't been taking
Yeah.
it. But even to this day, I don't, even if I'm in a public restroom, I still don't just like shake and put it, I don't know, it's TMI, but I don't shake and put it away because I don't want that to happen because I am diabetic.
Yeah.
I don't like to prevent that from happening. I feel like a woman, like I have to wipe before I put it away. Like, dude, it is TMI, but
I don't know.
what could happen is if that yeast infection gets too bad, it could spread to your like in your groin area,
Yeah,
your
yeah.
nether regions,
I didn't know
Your
men.
bum.
I did not know men could get yeast infections. I thought it was
Yeah.
a woman thing
no,
only. Wow.
no,
Man.
you gotta clean that smegma, bro.
Damn. That sucks.
Yeah, no, you
man.
can get yeast infections and it's no fun.
Dude. Yeah, man, it's old man.
But yeah,
talk,
but
man.
but that's what happened. Like that's what the whole perianum thing of your taint is.
Yeah.
You can get an infection of that, and that can cause problems
Oh wow.
down there.
Yeah.
There's probably others to it, but I didn't really experience those side effects. But all the other side effects, dude, it was. Yeah, and even when they gave me the Trulicity, which is the same thing as Ozempic, but it's not as intense. It's not as potent, I guess.
Yeah.
Dude, I took the first dose that I got, and I was like, yeah, I'm done. I can't. I took it for maybe like a month and a half. And I was like, I can't do this no more. It's just too much. So
Man.
but I guess it beats the alternative of taking insulin. But honestly, I haven't been taking any medication. I haven't.
Yeah.
Like literally, the best medicine is just to watch what you eat. But man, it's
not easy, dude.
No.
I did it.
Watching what you eat is so hard.
When I had that gout, man, I was eating chicken salads. I was just going to Panera because I knew it was fresh and it would be fine.
I was
it was
just talking.
expensive,
I was talking to my friend about it. I said I would love to eat healthy. I would love to go to the store and buy
Right.
everything healthy, not necessarily organic,
Right.
but salads. And like I love the bagged salads. You can get the Southwest.
No, just go through that.
Oh no, what is this?
It's all the vans that are gonna be there.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to have to keep talking about it because I know we're wrapping up. But I was
I
just
thought you were gonna show me a
No, I wanted
a
you to-
D-pic.
No.
Check this out. I swear, I hit
This
it.
is my
I
taint.
had a yeast
No,
infection.
God, no.
No,
I just wanted
Well,
you
I
to
wanted to
scroll
ask
through that.
you.
Yeah. But
But
go
I-
ahead.
this is
I'm
why I
gonna start,
brought the
I'm gonna
whole
start
thing
packing
up.
up. You guys go ahead.
And I didn't mean to be offensive or anything by that. We were just dicking around on that episode. But I know a lot. I got people in my family who are on this. I don't know. My aunt is on it. She's had some bad side effects.
Yeah.
I will say this. Other than the side effects,
Yeah.
it did lower my A1C. I did lose
That's
about
good.
15 pounds, and it did curb my appetite. So it did do what it was supposed to do. But for me, the side effects were not worth it. So, yeah, that's
Dr. Tim,
that's why
ladies and
that's why I
gentlemen.
stopped. Yeah.
Sorry,
I am Dr. Tim. No,
wanted to
say that when you were
going on it.
I want to say he needs to be on one of those commercials that says these are not actors.
These are not
Oh
the
my
warning.
God.
That's a chick band that I follow. They're pretty hot. Let's see.
even talk about my leg.
Oh, dude, yeah, you do have a lay. I can't believe I didn't even bring that up. What's with the lay? Local H.
So
I've heard
I
of
got
them.
to see the Blue Angels.
Oh, you went to that? I want to
So-
show this real quick. Then.
So my dad works on the Lady Caroline. It's a cruise ship out on the lake, and they go up and down the piers and stuff, and like they go to all the like down through the flats and everything. So I didn't have a ticket for Labor Day weekend, but because he works there, he got me and my 4 kids. He got me and my 4 kids to get on the boat, so we got to watch the boat without a ticket. We watched the boat. We got to watch. We were so right there in your video. So that's Burke's Lakefront. If you keep panning left,
yeah,
right there to where the river is, where the river comes out, where the Cuyahoga River.
yeah.
We came right out of that, and we were right there. We were lined up right with the air. So as the Blue Angels came over to land, as they took off, when they did the flyby, when they were doing all their aerial stuff, dude, they were coming right over our boat, man. And we
That's
were right.
crazy.
Dude, it was so awesome. It was probably like I've been to the air show. Going to the air show is awesome because you get to learn a lot, you get to do a lot. But like I've never been that close to the Blue Angels as they were like flying by. It was awesome.
loud, dude.
It was so awesome, bro.
It's so freaking
And
loud.
I
dude.
loved it. Louder the better. And I got some videos too, but it's a little too late now for me to give them to you. But
I don't know
yeah,
if this
so
video has anything.
when I went on the
in it.
boat, they put a lay on everybody when you walked on the boat.
Oh wow.
They gave everybody a lay when you were walking on. So that's why I wore this to remind myself to tell the story. But yeah, it's cool.
There was one right before that or after that flew right over where I was standing, dude. It was so I could not believe I missed it. It was like right over the parking lot that I was in. It was so freaky. But yeah, I just had to show that. But I don't know why I'm hearing that still. Or is that that's the air conditioner? Never mind.
Oh.
I thought I was still here.
It's still here in the gym.
So
All right.
Ryan, I'm gonna send these to you. You can put these in
All right,
post.
sweet.
You could add them to post. I don't know where your phone is. It's waiting for you to accept. I'm airdropping it to you.
Looks like I'm waving to the camera. Hello. Sorry if I yawned too much during this episode. I didn't take a nap today.
Yeah, you could add those in the post. You could like watch them and like cut it, edit it to length, however you want it. Like if you need to adjust, like clip the video to whatever, because it might there might be some boring parts in video, but so clip it to whatever you want to clip it to. But yeah.
Just 3.
Yeah, there's three. There's 3 of them there.
What's with the music?
Oh, that might be music on the boat because they had a DJ on the boat.
No, that was my theme song playing for some reason. You guys are playing that? Oh, this is sweet.
Oh wow, that's them landing.
Damn.
Like they went slow and they went right past the boat, so you can see right here is Burke's Lakefront. That's how we were lined up.
Yeah, my video ain't shit. This was mine was the free video at work. Dang. That's sweet, man. Well, hey, I guess we're gonna wrap it. Go ahead, wrap it up. We pretty much already have, but yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and say we'll see you guys next time.
Be safe on your drive home.
All right, later.
Bye.
Hey, thanks again for joining us on Your Drive Home podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the show, and also don't forget to follow us on all of our social medias. We will talk to you guys soon. Until then, drive safe.